And good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in to part 2 of our playthrough of the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. We'd originally planned this for a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, things went a bit wrong that week and we've rescheduled it. But we are meeting up today for part 2. Yeah, right. Okay, so who's with me today? Mike, are you there? Calling Mike.
Hello,
Mike is here. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Paul. Not too bad. We're excited to investigate some more locations.
With your new investigating items, I believe.
That's right. I've made some changes to my deck. I've decided to go full-on alchemist with alchemic items I can recharge, and I've got an investigating lamp, which should help me illuminate some barriers and get us past them. Yeah,
so things that happened since last time is Quinn has gone back home, realised he forgot to bring his lamp with him, and he's now brought that with him on this adventure. Also joining me today is Jonathan, Hexy Beast.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, and today I'm going to be all about exploring because I changed a few things on my deck as well.
Yeah, okay. So because we're all a bit fairly new to this game, we've all made a few little tweaks to our deck from the first time. You're not supposed to do that once you've generated your deck, but yeah, we did that for the first time. And also we got a hero point last time as well, so our characters have improved. Last but not least, Mr. Pet McDonald. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
I say good afternoon. It's good morning for you, isn't it?
Yeah, good morning. It's 10 a.m. here, so.
And how is sunny Canada this morning?
Oh, it's bad. It was a little dreary whenever I woke up, but as we've been preparing for this, the sun's slowly coming out. So
nice.
It's not too bad.
Nice. And you've improved your character as well a little bit since last time.
Yes. My diplomacy is now sword-based, so I can give myself a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah, okay. So for those people who didn't join us last time, we are playing through the storybook, The Dragon's Demand. Okay, this is the storybook that comes with the core set. We are using the card mix from both the core set and the expansion set, Curse of the Crimson Throne. We're playing it on Tabletop Simulator, which is an official mod sanctioned by Paizo. But they do say that if you are going to play this online using this free mod, one of you should own a copy of the game. So there we go. I do own a copy of the game. In fact, multiple of us own copies of the game. We're meeting up to play it. So today we're doing scenario 1B. So the way that this adventure path works, it's actually divided into 3 adventures, and each adventure consists of 3 particular scenarios. So we are on adventure number 1. And we are on the second scenario, adventure number 1, called The Blood Vow. So to give you a quick recap of what happened last time, previously on Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, we were all escorting this caravan towards a town. We got there, and then the caravan master decided to turn on us and basically accuse us of trying to steal his stuff and everything else. Anyway, we got thrown in jail, but thanks to some careful negotiations, they realised that it was the caravan master that was lying, and he was just basically blaming us so he didn't have to pay us. He got put in jail, we got freed, and then the leader of the town, who is, I think she was the leader of the town, the local baroness, Lady Origana Devi, basically said, can you go and investigate this local tower? Because there was a tower that had collapsed, and there's a local wizard as well, and he hasn't been seen recently, and there's kobolds in the area. Anyway, we got sent there, and we hunted through the tower, and we basically found a kobold ranger that said, yes, they've been in the area, etc., etc. So we went back to town, and now the local baroness basically says that, yeah, she wants to basically hire us because we've already helped her once. She is going to get us to go and sort these kobolds out once and for all. Now, if you watched last time, you will know that we actually failed the scenario. Now, like many campaign-style games, if you fail the scenario, you are supposed to replay it. We've decided not to, and I think this was a group decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, we did the opposite. We rewarded ourselves with a free deck rebuild instead.
Yes, we did. So, technically speaking, if you're playing this game at home, you should replay the scenario if you fail it. We didn't want to do that for a few reasons. A, our time is limited doing these streams, and what we don't want to do is keep restreaming doing the same scenario over and over again. Also, want to progress the story. And if we are live streaming these games, I don't think it's an interesting stream, keep playing the same scenario over again. So what we've decided to do is we're going to do it a different way. We are going to pretend that we've automatically succeeded at every single one of these scenarios. And then, assuming we do play the entire adventure path, at the end of the adventure path, we will have a score between 1 and 9, between 0 and 9. Our score is currently 0. We will give ourselves 1 point for every scenario which we did actually complete successfully. So yeah, we got the rewards as if we had have completed it, but we didn't actually get one of these little check marks. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to play each scenario once. Okay, so let's read scenario 1B. This is the Blood Vow. At the request of Belheim's Baroness, you've scouted the Blood Vow kobold tribe for 3 days. A couple of times you've tempted a straggler with food or worthless baubles, questioned it, and then let it run back to the kobold lair with warnings of retribution from the citizens of Belheim. Tragically, the kobolds have thus far made no apparent effort to vacate the area. The Blood Vow are not a simple marauding band of kobolds. You figured out that they oscillate between 2 competing goals. The first goal is held firmly by Chief Roghaz, who reportedly worships the dragon Aeteparax. That name you hadn't expected to hear, as the legendary dragon was killed a millennium ago by Lady Tula Belheim. You're no expert in the kobold tongue, but as far as you can tell, they refer to the dragon in the present tense, which is highly worrisome. Having made a vow to this Aeteparax, Roghaz and his cleric Churgri forced the kobolds to ally with the wizard Balthus Hunclay to destroy Belheim's witch tower. Then the dragon demanded they lure the wizard into the explosion in a surprisingly well-crafted double cross. And that's right about where the kobolds' 2 goals diverge. The second goal is held by most of the kobolds. Fearful of the townsfolk, whose wrath they've incurred, they are ready to hit the high road. Whatever this dragon is, it isn't doing the kobolds any favours. They have been replaced in his eye by a bat-like species called grioths. But Roghaz has his fellows believing that any misbehaviour will result in the dragon returning and bathing them in his acid breath. That's quelled any rebellion for now. Kobolds being kobolds, they won't just light out willy-nilly. They need leadership, and there might be an alternative to Roghaz. Somewhere in the caves there's a captive named Nighttail. She was the leader of another tribe, the Swamp Dragons, which recently extincted itself at the hands of some murderous gnomes. If you can free her, you could unseat Roghaz and the dragon worshippers with a minimum of bloodshed. Now, if only these ceilings weren't 4 feet high, you might have a chance at it. Okay, so in this scenario we have, because we're 4 players, we have 6 locations. We have the caves, which is over here. So this is the caves. We have the cell, which is here. We have the lair. We have twisting passages. We have a river. And we have a mine. We'll go through them in a little bit more detail later on. But we also need some dangers and a villain. So in scenario 1 that we played, there wasn't a villain. Our objective was to close all locations. In this scenario, we actually have a villain. So I'm going to look through the Storybane deck for the villain now, which is a Kobold Sorcerer. So that's this one. Right, so this is the main villain, and this is Roghaz. We also need the Kobold Champion, which is the Churgri, so that's the Cleric. And we also need Kobold Hordes. Right, so let's have a look at our villain. This is the Kobold Sorcerer. We need to do a combat check of 12 to defeat it, because the hash is 1. But before acting, we suffer 1 acid damage. Now, Mike, what did you do with your potion of elixir of acid resistance?
Well, I've got an elixir of energy resistance.
That'll do, I think.
Or elemental resistance. But I think it deals with acid. I'm pretty
okay.
Let's say it does.
That should do. So before acting, we suffer 1 acid damage. If the check to defeat does not have the attack trait and you succeed, re-roll. And then after acting, whether you defeat it or not, we suffer another acid damage. Okay, so that is our objective. There is a villain listed for this scenario. So our objective is to find the villain and defeat the villain. Now, the way that villains work in this game, which is very similar to the first one, is the villain will run away to another location. So what you actually do is you actually need to corner him by either closing the other locations or guarding them so that they have nowhere to run away to. But if you encounter this villain right at the start and you actually defeat it, if I've understood the rules correctly, it just runs away to one of the other locations. So yeah, we need to close the other locations first. That villain is going to get shuffled into one of these locations to start with. Now, we also have, so this cleric is going to be another one. We need an Inferno trap, So that'll be a barrier, I think. Or is that a story bane as well? I think that's a story bane. Inferno trap. Yeah, okay. So there's an inferno trap somewhere. We don't know where. And we also need then one of these for each. So we need 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. So these are the 6 things. And there's going to be 1 in each location. So let's group them together, flip them over, shuffle them, and then let's deal 1 to each of these locations. And if somebody wants to go around and shuffle those decks as I'm putting these cards on, there we go, that's those done. And there are 2 dangers that we will face as well in this particular scenario, which is, one of them was the Kobold Horde, which I've now split up. So I should have done that. So whenever we find a Kobold Horde, let me know, because that should be one of the dangers. And also there is a poison dart trap. So I'm going to put the dangers up at the top there. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Matt is saying the bottom of the card is cut off the screen. I'm not sure where he means. Yeah, let me know. Hopefully you're seeing bottom of the card is cut off the screen. Okay. Hopefully it's okay now. Right, now, who's going to go first? That is the question.
Well,
Any volunteers? Well, we need to pick starting locations, don't we? Do we do that before drawing hands? Let me just remind ourselves.
I'm going to start in the cell. I think Valeros had a wild night last night. Up in the cell. And it looks like he can't move either unless he breaks the bars, so he'll be in there a while.
Create the hourglass, position yourselves around the table, trade cards, choose starting location. So we need to do that before we draw our starting hands.
For the lair.
I think I quite liked this idea of us going in 2 teams of 2. We didn't really manifest last time.
Okay.
So I'm happy to follow either one of the fighters, but I'm thinking maybe...
Should we have a quick look at the location? So the cell, you cannot move from this location unless you either bury an ally or succeed at a strength or disable 7 check.
I have disable.
And in there's a couple of monsters, a barrier, 2 allies and a piece of armor. To close it, it's a strength or disable 7 check. So if you've got disable, you and Pep could start off in the cell, go through these cards and then just close it.
Maybe we had a wild night together.
Could be.
I should never go out drinking with Valeros.
I won't ask.
Not after last time.
He's also got sword seduction.
Yes. Jonathan, your audio is a little bit high. Are you able to turn it down a bit?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, it's also distorting quite a lot, so it could be the gain.
About now.
Yeah, that's better.
Is it better now? Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Well, a little bit quiet now.
Any audio problems, just let me know.
Okay.
I'll go back up.
There you go. That's about right.
I've got a physical knob for it now, so it should work.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. Right, we have the lair. So to close the lair is a strength or melee check. Now, let's just remind myself of my stats, because I can't remember. Yeah, no, I'm no good at that. So I'm not going to go to the lair. The river, to close the river, is a strength, constitution, or fortitude check. Am I any good at any of those? Not really. Okay. The twisting passages, to close that, is a wisdom or survival check. Now, I think I'm better at that. Yes, I'm better at that. Oh, I'm definitely better at that. Okay, so I should probably go to the twisted passages to start with, which is me. This is me. So I'm going to go to the twisted passages. Right, are we okay with that as starting locations?
Sure.
Well, melee and strength are kind of my thing, so I'm staying where I am for now.
Okay, I've just turned my audio down for everybody else because they said my audio is a bit low. So I've turned mine down a bit. Hopefully that is better. Okay, right, so now we've done that. Now we draw our starting hands. So let's just shuffle my deck one last time. And my starting hand size is 5. There we go. And we're all on the diamond team, which means we can all see each other's cards. Right. My favoured card is an animal ally, and I do have an animal ally, so I'm good to go. Has everybody else got their favoured card?
I do. I have a sword.
I have weapons, and that's what
Okay.
I need. So.
And what's your favourite card, Mike?
It's an item, so
Which
yep,
you have.
I'm all set. I got a
Yeah.
couple items here.
So this card here, this is a promo card from the original game, but we're allowing Mike to use it because he's promised to buy us all a cake. I think that was the deal, wasn't it?
Whoa!
Cake.
Cake.
I'll take that.
Yep, the cake is not a lie.
Right, okay, so we've drawn our starting hands. Add cohorts, decide who goes first. Right, who's going to go first?
I
mean, we should all get 5 turns, unless something goes wrong with the blessing deck. It's just, yeah, who wants to go first?
Let's do rock, paper, scissors.
Shall we roll for it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
roll for it.
Well,
Roll a
dice
d4.
I think anyone but Valoros, because what I don't want is for you to not be able to do anything, right?
Right.
Oh no, wait, it says you cannot move. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Anyone can go first.
Right, I've just turned everybody else's volume up a bit. So I'm going to roll with me being 1 to see who goes first. And it is a 4. So, Jonathan, you're up first.
Ooh,
If we can all remember
so,
how to play. I've put the reference sheet with the turn order is right there in the middle of the table. So,
well, I'm not going to do anything. But
I've just remembered
explore.
something that somebody told us last time about taking turns.
Okay.
Where is the option within Tabletop Simulator to say that we're actually going to play turn mode or turn-based? Where is it?
I think it's over in that top right corner somewhere, where the names are. Maybe.
Okay, I'm just looking at interface.
So if you go under...
Oh, there we go.
Say again, Pep.
And then down at the... if you go under options at the top, and then down
Yeah.
at the bottom of those, there's turns.
There it is. So we want automatic. How can we say who's going to go first? So it needs to be green first. Can we move
Might
these
be able
around?
to
We can.
drag
Right.
them.
So green,
Mm.
then it's going to be red, then it's going to be brown. Mike, you're still white. You haven't sat at a seat yet.
Oh no, white is a player color.
Is it?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
right,
white is the
okay.
colour.
There you go. So we've done custom. And I think that's it. So, Jonathan, do you have a thing in the middle of the screen that says end turn?
No. I do not.
Okay.
Oh, I think we have to check that.
Oh, there you go.
Check what?
It's now I've got a thing that says enter.
Now you've got a thing. Right, okay. So basically, rather than us having to remember to draw a blessing, when you're done with your turn, if you click end turn, it will pass the turn on to me, and then it will automatically draw a new blessing for us.
Ah, okay.
That's handy.
Right. I've turned everybody else's volume back up, and I've turned
Okay.
me down a bit, so let me know if that is better.
Yeah. Just let us all know about audio.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Jonathan, you've got a cool star now as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means
This
it's
is
your
my
turn.
turn.
So let's have a look at the blessing. When this is the hour, on your non-attack combat check, add 1. Okay. Right, off you go then.
Ooh, okay, so first I'm going to obviously explore my location.
Mm-hmm. And we found a
have-
monster. Ooh, it's a tough one.
typical. First one.
Yeah.
So is this a level 1 scenario?
It is, yes.
So that would be 11 to beat.
12.
12,
12.
yeah.
Oh yes, of course, twice.
Or charisma or
Um,
diplomacy of 9.
Let's have a look over here. Have a look at my card a second.
What have you got? And let's see if
No. Yeah.
we can do anything to help.
I got strength is D12 and melee is +2, but so
Yeah, you're a big tough fighter, aren't you?
Yeah, I might use the scythe. I'm just checking what dice it gives me.
Mm-hmm. So I have a blessing in hand which I can use. It's on any check, anywhere.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play the scythe for it because it will allow me to get +1 D10 if
Yeah.
proficient. Any of the die rolled this show checks 10 count as a 12. So I've got the proficiency built into my character. So let's just roll. Hold on, I forgot my turn. You got 1.
So what your D12 plus
D12
2
plus D
plus a D10.
plus D10. Yeah.
Now what's the average of that?
Easily above 12, hopefully.
13, 14, 15.
Yeah. So we've got 1d.
Oh, hang on.
10 or
The hour on your non-attack combat check. This is a non-attack combat check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the word attack in this game is a little unusual. It's a keyword, and yeah, it doesn't mean that this isn't an attack. Normally, this would be an attack, but in this particular game, the word attack is only used for certain keywords. It's a keyword that's only used for certain types of attack, and your scythe does not have the attack keyword. Therefore, this is a non-attack combat check.
Oh, so you're
going to get another +1
and a d10.
Yep.
I'm just trying. The colours of the dice confuse me in this. So which one's the 12?
That's the 12.
Okay, that's the 12.
The blue one's the 12.
And the pink one's 10.
The pink one's the 10.
Okay.
And what are you adding
That's
to
all I needed
this?
to know.
You're adding 3.
3 altogether, isn't it?
So the D8 is how many you're adding to it.
Okay, so let's do the first bad roll of the game. The first bad roll. Oh, damn it.
I think
So
you
that's 7,
missed the
8, 9.
D8, but
That's 12.
Yes, the 12.
You just did it. Right. So if undefeated, you would have buried a weapon or an armor from your hand or discards. If defeated, you can heal a weapon or armor, but you don't need to because you don't have one.
Because I only revealed it, didn't I? I didn't actually.
You only revealed it. Yeah. So that has gone.
Yep, so I can put that back in my hand.
That has been killed dead. Okay. Yes.
Okay, end turn.
Well, unless you wanted to explore again.
I'm not going to move. No, I wasn't going to.
Oh, okay. Right.
For good reason.
So it's my go. So we have another blessing, which is when a character moves on their turn, each other local character may move with them. Okay, well that's not going to happen. I'm not going to move, so give a card to another player. I'm going to explore. Here we go. Okay, well the good thing is we found the Kobold Horde, which means I can copy it and put it up there. Okay. Now the other thing is, in this particular scenario, let me just have a look. All of the henchmen are closing henchmen, which means if I manage to defeat this, I get the option of closing this location immediately, which would be great to get it out of the way. So I need a combat 11 or diplomacy 8, and if not defeated by at least 4, suffer one ranged combat damage, and then shuffle this monster into its location. Okay, because it's a swarm of them. Right, now I'm not particularly good at fisticuffs, but
you got some tricks.
Yeah, I do have some tricks. I can send my animals after them. So for my combat check, I can actually bury a card or recharge an animal ally to use survival plus 1d4 plus the card's level. And my survival is d10 plus 3. So it would be d10 plus 3 plus a d4 plus 0 because I'm using the cat. Which is probably all I've got.
I'm going to recharge a weapon.
Okay.
I'm going to discard my crossbow to give you an extra d8, and it just recharges because of my ability.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
So,
I wish I moved now. Too late.
So survival plus d4 plus the card's level. Card's level was 0, so I'm getting a d4 plus a d10 plus 3. So there's the 3, there's the d10, and I also need a d4.
Mine's a d8.
You're giving me a d8 as well.
Yeah.
So these 3 are being rolled, and that's my... Right, so what's the average of this going to be? 2, 7, 11, 14? Not
Oh, and
quite.
you don't have any bonuses. Oh, no, you do have a bonus, because this uses your survival, so you have an extra plus 3 on this, right?
This is my 3. Yeah, this 3 here is my plus 3.
Oh, okay.
So we could... What's the hour's level? Oh, the hour's level's 1. That's a shame. So that, my Orison blessing means that I would have to discard it to bless, but I think I might. Now, yeah, I think we're going to, because I want to do this. So I'm going to bless my own check. So I'm going to discard this to bless the check, which goes to my discard pile, and that gets me another d10. Right, so this should do it. Off we go.
I think so.
Yeah. 19 plus 3 is 22. Yes, done. Okay, so that Kobold Horde has been defeated by at least 4, which means, because it's a closing henchman, I get the option to close this location immediately, which is Wisdom or Survival check. Go on.
Easy check.
I know, for me, Wisdom or Survival check of 6. And my Wisdom, Survival is D10 plus 3. So D10 plus 3, and I need a 6. So the chance of succeeding is 80%. Let's go for it. Oh, that was an 8. It rolled off the 8. Oh, now that's a shame. So I failed to close it, which means I'm going to literally have to go through this deck.
Bloody gravity.
Yeah, rats. Just for the people watching, we're playing the game using the small locations. The game is a bit quicker. You can play with medium locations, small locations, or large locations. We're playing with the small ones, which is why we've only got 20 blessings in the deck instead of 30. Right, so do I want to discard to explore? Let's have a look. Well, we got rid of the henchman here, so we know the villain isn't here. 2 more monsters in the deck. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 more monsters in the deck, and yeah, I think with the cards that I've got, I don't feel that comfortable in carrying on because I need some more allies. So I think I'm going to end my turn there and draw back up to my hand size. Okay, you're up, Pep.
All right, so let's see. My blessing is the idiot. I guess I deserve that for being thrown in prison. If I fail a check, I suffer the damned scourge. No, drained.
Drained. So if you fail any check at all, you get this.
Don't nice worry, because I brought my bomb berries, and they can heal your scourge.
Nice.
Oh. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, an ally.
In the cell with you.
Yep.
Quick, use sword diplomacy.
I mean, probably, honestly.
Yeah.
And I can discard to explore. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, if you pick up this card, then you can use it to discard to explore.
Yeah, I will recharge to use my. Actually, let's see. What was the diplomacy check there? Because I already have. Yeah, I mean, I have a D6 plus 2, but sure. Let's make it an even better chance. Add an extra D4 on this and recharge.
So this is your new power that you've gained, is now on a diplomacy check, you can reload or recharge a weapon or an armor to add a D4. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I used my helmet. So basically I took my helmet off and I said, check this helmet out, isn't it
Check
cool?
this helmet out, yeah.
Alright, so I need a D6.
It's funny, isn't it?
Alright, so
We're in a real danger of slipping into some dodgy territory with this character.
I think we are.
Yeah.
don't worry, I'll be good about it.
And...
I can't make that promise.
I'm mostly just I like to show off how impressive my gear is, and that's why they like me.
It's all about the size of your sword now.
Yeah. So I have this plus 2, thankfully. I'm glad I did that.
Where you get the plus 2 from?
I just have plus 2 on diplomacy in general.
Oh, yes. Yeah, cool. So you get the Corvosan Guard into your hand.
I'm just gonna use the guard right away.
Discard it to explore.
Yes, sir. Ta-da. Oh, I think I hit rotate instead of flip.
There we go. What have we got? A Demonling.
Ooh.
So it's immune to electricity and poison, and it's resistant to attack. So if you use any card that has the attack keyword on it, then it gets a -4. But before acting, you need to succeed on a Wisdom or Perception 5 check, or suffer 2 poison damage, because it sneaks up and bites you in the legs. How are you with Wisdom and Perception?
Yeah, I have a D6. But if I take 2 damage, I mean, at this point, if I take 2 damage, it doesn't really matter. I can just punch it with my fist.
Did you want to display your armor before you explored?
Yeah, I forgot to display that
Go on, pop that
armor,
in.
so I'll actually just I'll do that now. But yeah, I'll roll for the check. I mean, if I fail, I fail.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter.
So wisdom or perception 5 check. So D6 and you need a 5. Oh, so you take 2 poison damage.
Goodbye, sword. You'll be missed.
Yeah, because you can't use your armor for poison damage.
No, and so I'm just going to be doing this fisticuffs manually.
Yep. Now you can heal that sword at the end of each of your turns, can't you?
I can, yeah.
Well, you can recharge it. Yeah, that's cool.
So I mean, I have a D10 plus 2. If anyone wants to bless me, feel free. But at the same time, I don't lose anything for losing this, essentially.
Yeah.
Except I am poisoned if I fail, I guess.
But
is that a scourge?
It is.
Yeah.
Mike is here with his berries.
Oh. Alright, why not? I'll just roll.
Yeah, I think save the blessings for the big ones. Oh, I get rolled off a 9.
Yeah, that was 5 plus 2, so I failed.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Do you want to get the poison scourge from there?
Go scourge yourself.
And then the monster, it gets shuffled back into the deck, doesn't it?
I believe, yeah, it would be.
I think that's what happens. Yeah.
I think.
Pretty sure. That's what I've done anyway. So what does poison do? After you reset, recharge a random card. Okay, so at the end of your turn, one of your cards goes back on the bottom of your deck.
Something weird just happened.
What just happened?
I don't know how I did it, but I just drew some stuff in my hand.
Oh, I think you might have... Your mouse might have been over the... You've drawn the entire location deck into your hand.
Whoops.
So...
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Quick, no peeking.
No peeking.
I'm not looking.
Close your eyes and shuffle it.
Yeah, there we go. Let's just drag that out as well. Oh, no, that's your arm. Oh, no, that's it. There we go. So let's group this together, flip them over. Reshuffle it. There you go. Nobody saw anything.
Forget what you saw.
That's definitely one of those downsides to playing a game like this over playing in real life. In real life, you probably wouldn't pick the deck up and put it in your hand.
Oh, I don't know. I know people that would do that.
We're just going to pretend that Pep now has divination.
Yes. The rules say draw a card. It doesn't tell me where to draw the cards from, so I'm going to go next door in my copy of another board game completely and draw the card. And now suddenly I've got laser guns.
All right, so I can recharge a weapon or armor, so
you can.
I'll recharge this dog slicer.
Mm-hmm. So you flip it face down and put it onto this drop here to recharge area.
Yep.
That's it.
And my poisoned, after I draw at the end of the turn, I'm going to have to recharge something randomly.
Yeah.
So if I hit end turn, is it going to draw me my cards?
It doesn't. No, you've got to do that manually.
Okay. And someone want to roll me a d4 to see which one I randomly
roll your
lose?
d4. And the d4 is 3.
Oh, lose a blessing. That's not so bad. Flip.
Okay.
Right, my turn's over.
Right, Mike's turn.
Oh my god.
How is it being in that cell?
Well, it seems like the women like Valoros better than me, so I'm not super happy about it. Shall I use this Bombberry first? Is there any reason not to do that?
On your turn, banish or bury or banish it to heal a local character, a card, and or remove... Yeah, I think so.
So then, during recovery, when's that?
Yeah, so because it has a during recovery step, instead of actually banishing it, you can just place it in a recovery area and you might get it back. So here's the thing with this card.
Automatically recover it because it's a level 0 item and that's my ability.
Yeah. So you, rather than burying it, you want to banish it. And then because it has the recovery thing, you put it in a recovery area. And as you say, because of your newfound ability, you will just recharge that. So Pep, you heal a card, which is a random card, but I think you've only got one in there.
Yep.
Healing
Does it
is
just
shuffle.
recharge it, or
No,
does it shuffle?
healing
Oh,
it
it's
shuffles
shuffle.
back in. Yeah, and you remove the poison scourge. So there you go. We can get rid of that.
Ironically, the poison scourge auto gets removed when I heal anyway.
Yes,
So
that is true.
It would have worked.
Brilliant.
We
Well,
definitely seem more prepared than last time.
Yeah.
Your
yeah.
hangover feels less bad. Okay, I think I want to use this investigator's lamp, right?
Discard this card to examine the top 3 cards of your deck. If there are any barriers, choose one and encounter it. Is there a barrier in that area? Yes, there is. There is one barrier in there.
But I can also put the remaining cards back in any order, which will help me choose my first free explore.
Yeah, totally.
And then I'm going to recharge it anyway, so I might as well do that.
Okay, well, let's have a look at these 3 cards then. So the first one is... Is that...
An important one.
Yeah, that's the cleric,
target.
isn't it? Right, so it's not the villain, but it is the cleric. There's the second one. And there's the
Time to
third
close
one.
the first
Okay, so
location.
none of them are barriers. But remember, if you do fight the cleric and you defeat him, you get a chance to close the location.
Okay, well, I think then probably I put them back with the Teamster on top, because I can acquire him quite easily, and then just discard him to explore. Is there any reason why I would actually try to acquire him?
Not unless you want him.
No.
Right, and I already just rebuilt my deck for free, so I don't really need him. So I guess I just put the cleric on top and try.
Okay.
If I fail horribly, Pep can help me, right, Pep?
Yeah, so one of the cool things that's been introduced with this new version of the game is the avenging rules, which I find really improve the game. Basically, whenever you're fighting something that's really important in the game, like this, if you've got multiple characters at a location and one character fails, the other character can step in and avenge them and basically have another go. Normally, avenging means you have to, I think, bury a card, but Pep, you can do it by discarding, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it by discarding a card, whereas the rest of us, to do it, we have to bury a card. Tyler's popped in. Hi, Tyler. Thank you for joining in. Tyler's the guy who created this mod.
Oh, thanks, Tyler.
So
I'm going to recharge the investigator's lamp then, because that's what I have to do. Oop. And now I guess I'm going to do my free explore.
So while Tyler's here, one thing I was going to ask is, when you explore, where should you put the card that you explore? What do people normally do in the game? Because we're just sort of taking it and putting it on the table here. I didn't know if there should be a space here for, or do you put it on top of the deck? Or just let me know what you think we should be doing with the explored card. Anyway, you have found the cleric Churgri of Vapula. Before acting, succeed at an intelligence, craft, disable, or perception check of 5. Now, you're good at that, aren't you?
I'm good at that, yeah.
Okay.
That stuff. This guy was in our last game, and he was a jerk, so that's what I remember.
Was he?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I think it was a different kobold.
It was a different kobold. That was Cesarac. Yeah.
Sorry, that was very racist of me.
I think racism against kobold is okay. So Tyler's saying he just flips the explored card and puts it on top of the deck. So
Not a progressive fantasy society here.
no. So what do you
I
need?
need
Combat
to
check of 12. Oh, you got to do the first check first. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to succeed at a 6 check with perception, disable, craft, or intelligence.
It's only 5. 4 plus 1.
Yeah, so intelligence is my best. It disables my best one because that's D10 plus 1.
Yeah. What's the hour, by the way? Oh, the first blessing played to bless may be played freely. Okay, right. So we can actually get 2 blessings on you when we come to the combat check, if we need to.
I also have a dagger.
That would help.
The dagger has finesse on it, which allows me to do a thing, except this guy doesn't have stealth or acrobatics, so it doesn't help me. I had to learn all these keywords just to proc this top ability on my character, which is really tricky to figure out, I gotta say. Okay, so if I've got D10 plus 1 to beat a 6,
5.
that's about 50-50, right? So
Yeah, it's perception of 4 plus 1, so you need it's a 5 check rather than a 6.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that hash is not the scenario number. It's the adventure that we're in, and we're currently still in adventure number 1. We're in the second part of adventure 1.
Okay. So I think I think slightly better than 50% chance of success here. I don't know if I should use any of these blessings to help me out. Is the level hour 0? No, it's 1.
Yeah, it's D10 plus 1, isn't it? And you need a 5. So you need to roll a 4 or higher. So you've got a 70% chance.
Okay, well.
So I could bless it, because you taking 1d4 poison damage might be really bad.
Yeah.
But I was going to save the bless for your actual combat check, which is a 12.
Well, the thing is, I've also got 2 blessings, so I could use a blessing here.
Right.
Wait, does this involve acid? Does this count as involving acid?
No.
It doesn't invoke anything, actually, does it?
No, it's not.
Poison, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
I got all excited. Okay. I think I just risk it.
Okay.
And then when it comes back to bite me in the ass, I'm going to be extremely...
Regret it, yeah.
Extremely regretful, yeah. Maybe I do give up a blessing. I mean, that would be the same as taking 1 poison damage.
It would.
Yeah, I think I'll discard it. This one.
Okay. So I guess you're another D10.
Bless it. That's okay. Brilliant.
Yeah. So 2d10 plus 1.
I'd have to get like double ones to fail this now.
Yeah. Boom. Done.
No.
Right. So you've succeeded in the initial check, and now you need a combat check of 12.
Okay. This is where I'm going to need your help, folks.
Yeah. So here's how it works. Normally, a combat check would be just your strength, but because this weapon has the finesse trait, and because of your character's ability, for any check that invokes finesse, which it does, you can recharge a card. So you pick another card from your hand, I think, to use your knowledge. Oh no, that's knowledge instead of acrobatics or stealth.
Yeah, so I need to check to also have acrobatics or stealth on it.
Yeah, which it doesn't. So ignore me. You can't use your character's special ability. So it is just for your combat check, reveal to use strength, dexterity, melee, ranged, or stealth. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so you can.
So yeah, I can reveal the dagger to use stealth. And then I can simultaneously recharge it to use knowledge instead. Instead
of stealth. Yes. Yeah. I think that's how it works.
I'm gonna just say that's how it works.
Yeah. So you're revealing the dagger, and then you're recharging a card. So instead of using stealth, you use your knowledge, which is D10 plus 2. So you're at D10 plus 2.
Then I have to
plus a D4.
I have to recharge the dagger.
No, you reveal the dagger.
And then to use my knowledge, I have to recharge it.
You have to recharge a different card. Yeah.
Oh,
you could also recharge the dagger to get another D4.
Okay, so I have to recharge a different card.
I believe so, yeah.
This ability, Jonathan and I spent about an hour talking about it. And
right, okay. Well, I think that's right, and Tyler's in the chat. He'll tell us if we're doing it wrong, but I think that is, the dagger is no longer in your hand because it kind of is, but you're revealing it. So I think you have to recharge a different card in order to be able to use knowledge instead of stealth. And you also add the level.
Recharge the dagger too.
You could, you can recharge the dagger because of the dagger's ability.
Yeah.
So basically, dagger is like the perfect weapon for my guy.
Yeah, because it's got finesse. Yeah.
Good thing I acquired 2 of them in the last adventure.
Yep. Which would not be possible in the physical version of the game, because there's only 1 dagger included in the box, and if a character has the dagger, you'll never find another dagger anywhere else. But with the digital version of the game, you know, we have generated our characters based on cards from like another pool of cards, so that the ones that we could find during the game are a full set.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to recharge the dog as part of Quinn's power. So those that aren't that are struggling as hard as I am to follow this, I'm revealing the dagger for the combat deck, which adds stealth as a thing. Right?
Yep.
Stealth plus 4. Stealth plus D4. But because it invokes finesse, which is a keyword on the dagger, then I can recharge the dog to change the stealth into knowledge, which is good because I don't have stealth.
Yep. Which is D10
now
plus
that
2.
It's knowledge, it's D10 plus 2 plus D4 from the power on the dagger. Now I'm also going to freely recharge the dagger to add another D4.
Yeah. So this is what you're rolling, and then you're adding the 2 that's here.
And you've got a 2 there for me, Paul. Okay, so
the average that you're going to get is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to get 12 on average. So it's, yeah, I think I might bless.
I've also got a blessing. I could use mine.
Yeah, but you've used quite a few cards already, haven't you?
Your health is going to be a bit low next turn.
So yeah, I'm going to, on any check, discard to bless. So there you go. So you can have another D10.
Oh, you've just duplicated it.
I did it, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I would be genuinely surprised if you failed
numbers.
as well.
Yeah.
17.
17. Done. Right. So the Kobold Champion, the Cleric, has been defeated. That can go back in
We
there.
just attempt to close it.
Yeah, because it was a closing henchman.
7.
Okay, well, I have disabled D10 plus 1.
Oh, good.
Can you bless
I
it?
have to use my blessing now anyway, Paul.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll discard my last blessing here.
I'll do my blessing instead. Because yours has an ability that you can recharge it if the hours level is 0, so I'd rather yours be saved.
It's a good point.
Good. Well, I appreciate that, Pep. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Save.
Here we go. So 2d10 plus 1. And we're looking to beat... Is it plus 1? What am I doing? Disable. I am. 2d10 plus 1, and we're looking for a 7.
Oh,
Oh, 7!
Get in!
Thank you for the blessing.
So you have successfully closed this location, and when closed, you may draw a new ally. Now, how does that work? I think literally you draw an ally from the deck, and it goes into your hand. So let's shuffle the ally deck. I think that's what happens.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to... So strictly speaking, we should flip this deck over and we should look through it for any other villains or henchmen. We know there's none there, but just for completeness, that then goes there. And that location is closed. All characters at this location get a free movement and can no longer explore for the rest of their turn. Location 1 down.
Let's see. I'm kind of thirsty, so I'm gonna head to the river.
I mean, the river seems like a good one for you to be at.
Quickly.
There's one barrier in there, which I can help with, or I can go to the caves, which also has a barrier, and you can suffer a scourge there. Although I haven't got my berries anymore, so I don't know. I think I'm just going to follow Pep around because I don't really want to do any fighting.
Yay!
Brilliant. So I'm going to draw 1 card off the ally deck.
I think so.
All right.
Oh.
It's a Clockwork Servant.
Obviously.
Nice.
Interesting.
Bring me more
Didn't you
coffee.
have something that was mechanical last time as well?
Yeah. Draw the top card of your deck or elsewhere if specified and put it into your hand. There you go.
Brilliant.
Tony's in the chat. He said there's a van down by the river. Okay, cool. Can you get me a hot dog?
In a van by the river. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and for next time, Tyler confirmed too that if you wanted to, you could have recharged your dagger for that your finesse-based power too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that dagger is like the perfect combo for my character, and it was almost entirely accidental.
Yeah.
I'd love to say I planned that.
It's a really unexpected strengthy item for you, isn't it? Really.
Well, this is the thing. When I started learning the game, I looked at the characters and I read all of that text on the character, and I went, "This doesn't mean anything. I don't understand how this actually works." And it's the same with my character as well. The way that my character uses animals to boost their combat and everything else, it's just a bunch of words on a piece of paper. But once you start playing it and you realise, oh, wait a minute, I do this, and then because of that, I can then do this, and then that, and then it all starts coming together. And then you think, oh yeah,
100%. This is the first time I've actually figured out how to use that power.
Yeah.
It took me a whole game to just start to understand it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have a recovery phase now, Paul?
Yeah, at the end of your turn. So let's just check things correctly. Apply your end of turn effects. Then you do recovery. Then you do reset.
Okay, so I'm going to recover this berry.
Which is automatic for you.
Yeah, and I can recharge it.
Yeah.
And
then you do your reset.
I'll draw up to my hand size, right?
Yeah. Well, optionally discard any number of cards and then draw up to your hand size.
Discard, not recharge.
Correct. Yeah. Which you probably don't want to do.
Do
It's in desperate situations where you don't have any weapons
and
you really need to.
Hey.
Okay. So if you click end turn, we move on. It is Jonathan.
Ooh, Mego. What to do? I'm tempted. Do I move first or shall I explore this?
Let me just check the hourglass. On your check, if no boons are played, it is blessed.
Ooh,
interesting.
That's handy.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to explore straight away then.
You're staying where you are?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's a good. Ooh.
Ooh. It's a level 1
I gotta
item.
check it though. It's melee and strength as well. I got proficiency.
You have. And remember, if you don't play any boons, it's blessed.
Alright, so
literally you can just roll 2d12 plus 2.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Yeah. You just don't need to play anything.
Yeah. So
That's an amazing weapon.
That is.
Yes. Let's hope. Hold out for hope now. This is going to be the fun roll.
Yes.
It's
Check that out.
I'm gonna.
Now it goes into your hand.
Yes. I got to throw something and discard something now, and I think it's going to be the wardroom.
Why do you have to discard something?
You don't do it yet.
Oh, it's at end of turn, isn't it?
Yeah, hand size is only checked at the end of the turn.
I'm going to use my power because I feel I could be more useful in helping you close location 2 right now.
So what's your power?
I can move at the end of my turn.
Is it the end of your turn though?
Well, I've done the explore and acquired, and sorry.
You could use your blessing to explore again.
Actually, yes, I shall.
Yeah.
I've got health. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, because remember, there was 6 locations each with like 7 cards in, so that's 42, and we only have 20 turns to do it.
So we'll see what we got. Ah, look what I found. I found our big baddie. Paul, you made me explore again.
I did. Just to let you know, Tyler's just said in the chat, so there's a message from Tyler in the chat that in the role-playing game of this, Amiri's weapon is the Cold Iron Greatsword. So there you go. We are telling a story by doing this. Okay, so who have we found? We found the villain. Right, okay.
Yes, we found the villain.
Now, it's been a while since I've done the villain rules.
It's going to run away, but we might be able to close.
Yeah.
So that's the villain?
That is the villain.
First you have to wait for the monologue.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's got to tell you his devious plans. Okay, so villains. Let me just check this because there is an extra villain step. Villain step. Right. Okay. So, well, apply any effects that happen when you encounter a card. Apply any evasion effects, and then Each character at a distant location from the villain may attempt to fulfill the to guard requirement of their location. If the villain's location cannot be guarded, you can decide the order in which these attempts are made. If anything causes the character to move, they may attempt to guard their new location. So basically, if we succeed, the location is guarded and the villain cannot escape there. Guarding a location only prevents the villain from escaping there during this encounter. So if we decide to guard these locations and we succeed, then the villain will only escape to either the caves or the mine. If we don't guard them, he could escape to any of them.
Okay, so that's my decision made, pretty much. I is going to read that in a minute.
So yeah, we need to decide if we're going to try and guard our locations. I'm going to try because it's free. It's a free check.
Yeah, I'll do mine too.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to
hang on, Jonathan. Hang on.
Okay.
We've got to decide first if we're guarding our locations.
Do I also guard, or
that's a good question.
Good.
That is a good. Each character at a distant location. So I think because you've got two characters there, you can both have a go.
I got 5 + 2, so I'm good. It's guarded.
Okay, so I think if you put it on there, that shows it's guarded. So I need to make a D10 + 3 check. Yep, that's guarded as well. Okay, right, Jonathan, you can go ahead.
All right. I'm just going to be like, good job, guys. Well done.
So I'm going to roll 2 D12, isn't it, with my sword revealed?
You're going to use your new Cold Iron Greatsword.
Yes.
Nice.
Did you take an acid damage?
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Oh, good point.
Before acting, suffer an acid damage.
Goodbye, Wardrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, if your check to defeat does not have the attack trait, you're going to have to re-roll.
So you might cut out then.
It says if the check to defeat does not have the attack trait and you succeed, you have to re-roll. So it basically gets a re-roll
twice in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2D12. Is there no pluses or anything?
Well,
apart from
no,
my personal ones.
Yeah, it's 2D12 plus your 2.
+2, so I got melee strength 2. Yeah.
Against the demon or Feybane, it's not that. If proficient.
Okay.
If proficient, you can additionally discard it, which you don't want to do, I don't think.
I'm not discarding this, so don't worry.
But if you really wanted to, you could discard this card to get your strength die, to get another D12.
Is after I succeed, because I'm obviously going to succeed, we're going to be able to close this quite easily, because I also have strength and melee. So.
Hang on, you need a 12, don't you? And you're rolling 2D12 plus 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Go for it. Go on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at that. 22. Right, so we now have the extra villain step. Well, first of all, you take another acid damage.
I could say another acid.
Well, no, you gotta beat it again.
Oh, sorry, yes, you've got to do a re-roll. Thank you.
Okay. So
yeah, because you didn't have the attack trait, so you got to re-roll. So go again. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, one bad die and one good one. Right, so you suffer an acid damage.
To this blessing. I forgot I had this blessing. That's going to get us guarded at end turn as well. So this is now dead, I'm assuming.
Well, if you take the acid damage...
Oh no, I didn't. I thought I already did it. Never mind.
You did the one at the start. You need to do one afterwards as well. Right, so here we go.
Me being...
Villain step. If you defeated a villain, which we did, we close the villain's location. You do not need to fulfill the to close requirement. Okay, so we're going to move that to one side. All of these cards, you're supposed to look through for other villains, but we know there isn't any.
Okay.
So that can go onto there.
I also get, do I get another free move then?
Yeah,
as well,
hang on.
Hang on. Power.
We got this as well. If you don't find any villains, the locations when closed effect happens, which is no effect. Okay. It is now closed, so that can go over back there.
Wow.
The location is no longer in play. All characters that were at that location immediately move. Right, check to see whether the villain escapes. If any locations are unguarded, the villain escapes. You didn't defeat the villain. If there is normally at least one unguarded location. If you
So
defeated
he's
the
going to go
villain,
into either 6 or 4.
count the number of unguarded locations. 2. Subtract 1. 1. Retrieve that number of random blessings from the vault. So we take a blessing from the vault. We then take the villain. We shuffle these two together. Okay, and then we're going to put one of them in there and one of them in there.
Oh.
Okay, so we
Okay.
know that he's in one of those two locations. That's how you do it. You
So-
take blessings to make up the number. So if we hadn't have guarded these, then basically it could have been any one of those 4. And that has the disadvantage of making the other locations bigger.
So now I get to do my move, yes?
Yeah, Tyler is saying Amiri could continue to explore after closing if she had the cards to do so. Which, yes,
I kind of don't.
which you can do if you want to, but you don't have many more cards in
I don't wanna
hand.
waste all my health. Yeah.
If the villain had nowhere to escape to, we would have won the game. But I think we're doing all right. We've closed 2 locations already,
Yeah.
so that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm going to
much
join
better
you
than
on
us.
location 3.
I was going to say on my turn, I think I'll go to the. Oh, are we not going to go to where the villain is?
Well, these are the
oh,
choices.
no.
We could try and just go through these locations and close them because we know the villain's not there. Or we could send characters to these 2 locations while keeping characters here.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize the villain was going to run away every time. I thought it would
So,
select a one.
Yeah.
It runs away every time, but what we could do is you could leave me here. Okay? Jonathan, for example,
And
could
put
go
me-
here. Mike could go here.
And someone else.
And then whenever you find the villain, we close all of the other locations. They've nowhere to run to and we win.
Yeah,
That's an option.
That's actually a good plan. Then
That
if
is an
we,
option.
if we focus on the wrong one of those 2 decks, we could end up causing more problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Are you going to carry on exploring?
Do I do? Actually, yes. So my movement.
Because this
was
Cold
gonna
Iron
be to
Greatsword
location
is
4.
it's still in your hand.
Yeah, it's still revealed right now.
I was just
So-
going to say the mine is quite a good location for me to check because I've got barriers.
There's 2 barriers
I've
in there.
got good stuff at resolving barriers.
Hmm.
Oh, and your new power, the new power is going to activate. You just closed the location, so you get to draw a card.
Oh yeah, of course. I upgraded. I forgot about
You did.
that. Aha, that's not necessarily.
So maybe you actually will draw something to let you explore again.
Yeah.
Ah.
No.
Oh, nice.
no.
Nice.
You've got a scythe, an axe. Don't forget to put the Cold Iron Greatsword back in your hand because it still is in your hand.
I will do. Yeah. Put it back in.
Just carrying a whole bunch
so-
of weapons around.
Yeah. Yeah. Just imagine I've got like special harnesses on my back for everything.
3 arms.
So that's the end of my turn, or shall I
Yeah,
explore?
you're right, Tyler. Doesn't have a card in hand to explore, so play passes, I believe, to me.
Cool.
Right, so we have drawn the joke. On your check against a barrier, I can recharge a card to add my intelligence. Okay. I think I'm just going to stay here. Yeah, and we're just going to go through and see what we get. Yeah, let's explore. And I've drawn a barrier. Nice. Check to defeat none. Okay, so for this encounter, this is ill tidings. This encounter, blessings, cannot be played. What happens is we encounter the top card of the hourglass. If you fail a check against it, banish it, and this barrier is undefeated. Otherwise, this barrier is defeated. Okay, so I'm encountering this. Which is interesting because it's on a check against a barrier, but this isn't a check against a barrier, it's now this. So I need to make an intelligence or craft check of 5. If you fail, banish it, and this barrier is undefeated. Okay, I think this is fairly simple. I just need to make an intelligence 5 check. So let's have a look. Am I any good at intelligence? No, I'm not. Okay. Am I good at crafting? No, I'm not. Okay, so no, it's wisdom that I'm all about. Can I frostbite it? No. Can I bolas it? No. Okay. Yeah. I think it's just going to be a straight roll. It's not worth anybody blessing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to try and make an intelligence check. I need 5. I have a d6. Off we go. Go on, be lucky. Nope, not lucky. So, If you fail against it, banish it, and this barrier is undefeated. Right, so that gets banished. Back to there. Oops. Back to there.
Oh, you're supposed to look at the. This might matter. You're supposed to look at the top card of the deck of the hourglass, not the top card that's.
Right. Sorry.
Not the current hour.
Okay, let's just put that one. Which one was it that was there? Oh, I can't remember
Joe?
now. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, let's put that back. Thank you very much. It's not the hourglass, is it? So that's there.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yep, thank you. So I'm encountering this. Is that any better? Arcane, Divine, Knowledge and Perception. Yes, my perception is Wisdom +2. So it's D10 +2. What is it with me today in dice rolls? Anything other than a 1. So, yeah. Now, what was the hour? On your check against the barrier. Yeah, it wasn't that. Okay, so I failed. Wow, I'm terrible. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay.
Grogan's curse.
Yeah, it is. So that gets banished. And this goes in. So that's going to go in there.
You took away Mike's last turn. Of
Yes.
The game.
Sorry, Mike.
It comes down to turns. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything that I can use to go again, but I think... I mean, does anybody need curing that much at the moment? Because I've got a cure spell in hand. Jonathan, you're down 3 cards, aren't you?
Yes, I am, but I've also know there's a healing elixir somewhere in my deck, which will get me 4 of them back.
Okay. I'm just thinking I need to cycle through my cards in order to draw my animals. So I think I'm going to cast Cure on myself. So I'm going to banish this to heal myself 1d4 + 1. Yep, so I heal those 2 cards. They go back in. That goes on there. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to do a Divine 8 check, which is Wisdom +1. Oh, now I get it. So that gets recharged. That goes there. Okay, and then at the end of my turn, I will end turn and draw 2 cards. Come on, animals. Yes. Right, there we go. Yeah, clearly I was supposed to fail.
Let's see what's on the top of this river. Oh, it's some armor.
Just floating along the river.
Magic leather armor. Okay. Fortitude 6. I'm pretty sure I have a D8 +2 for this. Yeah. I'm just gonna try for it.
Yep. D8 +2 need a 6.
Let's roll it right on top of that.
Missed by 1. No magic leather for you.
Hey,
Oh, wait, did you say missed by 1?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I'm finally going to use this then. I have a luck stone.
After the roll.
To add 1 to my roll after
Nice.
I fail it.
There you go. Oh, we've also got the hour. At the start of your turn, examine the top card of your location. If it's a magic card, encounter it. So this is before you
that
explore.
Was a free explore.
This is a free, yeah.
Awesome. I assume I can't have 2 armor revealed at the same time.
Correct. I'm sure there's a rule in the rulebook that says you can only have 1 armor displayed.
I can't wear extra suits of armor on top of each other to stack my AC. Ugh.
Yeah, afraid not.
Right, I'll explore again since that one was free. A noxious bomb.
ooh,
Well, I have intelligence of a D4, I believe. Yes. So unless anyone desperately wants this, which I assume they don't, I'm going to fail.
you have an intelligence of what? 3D what?
A D4.
Oh, yeah, that's impossible to succeed.
Tyler and Eddie are in the chat saying that they're enjoying it. That's good. That's so good.
That is good. I would like that, but I'm not fussed about it really because
Remember,
also
you can
I've got loads of potions.
At the start of a player's turn, they can give a card to another local character.
That's true.
Yeah. while we're talking about that, I've also got this energy potion here, which says display next to a local character. When can I do that?
That is a good question. It's one of those timing rules. I think you can do that at any time.
So, I mean, if I can do it at any time, then that's super useful and handy. Because if that takes some colder electricity damage or whatever, I can be like, helping them out.
Yeah, when I say at any time, I don't mean at any time. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can do it like in response to something. But what I mean is I think you can do it on any player's turn. I think.
Right, so I would have to do it before...
Yeah, any time outside an encounter. And in an encounter, you can do it if a local character would take damage that it could reduce. Oh, okay, right.
Hooray! I'll just save it then and pop it
So
into
literally,
existence.
this card is display it next to a local character while displayed. So you could wait until the point where somebody's about to take damage and then quickly display it next to them. That's the question. Tyler will let us know if that is true or not. If it is, that's great.
So, if you really want me to get this Nox bomb, there's actually a card in your hand you could use to help me.
Is that my Clockwork Servant?
Yeah.
On a local intelligence or craft check, recharge to add a d6. Yeah, a local check, doesn't have to be yours.
Okay, I'm going to send my Clockwork Servant to help you, and hopefully I will recharge him, and hopefully it will help you out.
All right. I'll roll the dice up here.
We should replace the image on it with a little pink fluffy bunny, I think.
Oh, I got 7, so that's enough.
There you go. Have a noxious bomb. It's another level 0 alchemical item.
Perhaps like next turn to give it to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's no stealing a card from another player.
If there was a character that could steal, I would be that character.
I'm done though. I'll just draw up, and yeah.
End turn, and over to Mike.
End turn. I could recharge a weapon or armor from my hand or discard, but I don't want to.
Okay.
I actually like having all this stuff.
True. It depends if there's anything else in your deck that you need, though, isn't it?
Okay, so apparently the rule about what we've just talked about works with armor too. So literally you can display an armor when you are about to take damage and then immediately use it to reduce that damage. It's a special exception in the rulebook. I didn't realize you could do that. I thought things had to be on display before you took the damage. It seems odd that you can get hit by a sword and go, wait a minute, I'll just put on my suit of armor. Ding! But
yeah.
If it's magic, it would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Shields on.
So we've got here an Inquisitor who says that you may not use powers to reroll dice.
Okay.
The joke's on you, Inquisitor, because I don't have any powers that reroll dice.
It's like dropping most of his book.
Right.
Yeah, the book, it's just for show.
So where are you, Mike? You're down by the river.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to reveal a card. Oh, am I going to move to... I was going to move to the mine to get through those barriers, but then I'd leave Pet behind, and he's got no bomb, so maybe I'll just stay here.
Stay for the bomb.
I'll stay for the bomb, and then I'll come help Amiri later. Oh, hey, yeah, look, if you look at her her little figurine there, you can totally see her massive sword as well.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking that. It's in the picture.
There we go.
You found that.
Right, cool.
Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to explore the top card of this deck.
It's a sneak.
Ooh.
So,
before acting,
that's ironic. We were talking about characters that steal cards.
Yeah.
And here we go. So before acting, you need to succeed on a Wisdom or Perception 8 or discard a card. How are you at Wisdom and Perception?
well, I'm good at that, actually. It's D8 plus 2.
D8 plus 2, but you do need a 7.
I do
He's
need
definitely a
an
lot
8.
better.
Sorry, you need an 8.
I need to roll
So
a 7.
you're going to need to roll a 6.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And
3
then
in 8
also
chance.
fight it.
And then fight it, yeah. But you've got your dagger.
I do have my dagger, so I can do some fighties.
You've also got a priest of Abadar following you around.
Yeah. She's not particularly useful in this particular instance, though.
There was something in the air. Oh, Abadar, you said. Sorry.
Abadar, yes.
Yeah, that's
Got to put my
she
singing
takes
mic
confession and bakes because she's a halfling, so she bakes pies too. I don't think my odds of beating this guy are particularly high. What happens if I fail?
In the fight,
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
will
you'll
take
do fine
damage.
in the fight.
yeah, if you fail the combat check, you'll take damage equal to how much you missed by.
Okay. So okay, so I guess I bless the first check.
Well, if you fail the first check, you just discard a card.
Oh,
Yeah, so you
it's
might as
kind
well
of-
just try.
Yeah.
Because it's the same
Well, I have
either
to-
way.
Well, no, because if I discard the bless to what level is the hour? 1. So if I discard the bless and then fail the check, I have to discard another card. But if I just fail it and discard the bless, it's the same effect, right? But
Yeah, so I wouldn't have said there's any point blessing the before acting
The roll.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you could succeed. You
Yeah.
get a D8 plus 2.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just roll D8
Mhm.
then. Do. Here it is, in the dice tray, and here we go. Roll. And it's a 2. So
So discard a card.
oh, which card do I discard? I guess might be Priest of Abadar. She's there to help me pick up cool things, but it's not particularly useful right now.
Nope.
You just don't like her hat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
How dare you make fun of my religion?
Right, so combat check. You need 11.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to do my dagger shenanigans again. So I reveal the dagger to do stealth plus d4, and then I convert the stealth into knowledge by recharging a card. So I've got d10, d4 plus 2.
And I'll give you an extra D4 by recharging some of my armor too.
Oh, perfect.
This is another dagger, isn't it? This isn't the one that you used earlier.
Yeah, because I acquired 2 daggers.
Because you
for
got
the
2
first
daggers,
meeting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you want to recharge this one as well?
Well, I was thinking about that, but I'd only add another d4, and then I wouldn't have a dagger for a while.
Yeah. So it's a D4 from Pep.
Yeah.
It's a
A
D
d4 from the stealth check
from the stealth check.
on the dagger.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
then it is your knowledge,
Yep, d10 for intelligence and
D10,
plus 2 for knowledge.
and then plus. So here's the 2. So it's all of this plus 2, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's probably going to be 12. 12 on average, I think.
If you're worried about having weapons, if you recharge the dagger, you do have the acid flask, and I'm about to give you the noxious bomb too, so you'll have weapons for a while.
Yeah, I think recharge the
Actually,
dagger.
do you know what? I might as well use the acid flask because I recharge it at the end of my turn anyway.
That would be instead of the dagger then.
Oh, can I not use both?
No,
No.
no. Anything where it says for your combat check, you can only use one thing that says for your combat check. Now, do you have dexterity,
Okay.
craft, or ranged? You got dexterity,
No. Oh yeah, I've got dexterity. It's
so
not
it would be
great,
3d6 instead of all of that other shenanigans.
but- do you know what? I guess I'll recharge the dagger then, because
Yeah.
that'll just get
That
me
should
through
do
the
it.
deck.
Hopefully, yeah,
Back to my other dagger.
yeah. Right, so it's these
Probably,
4
yeah.
dice plus 2.
Here we go.
What you got?
11. Exactly what I
Wow.
need.
Wow,
That's happened a lot this game.
that has. Okay, right. So that's gone. Yeah, gone. Whew. Right.
Are Are you going again? Or are you? Is that it?
I don't think I have. So I could discard my blessing to explore again, but I think I might just call it there, to be honest, because blessings are super useful. I already discarded one.
Yeah, we're doing really well too.
Okay. All right. So if you end turn, it's back to Jonathan.
Okie dokie. So I need
Who
to
has
draw
gone to the
up to hand
mine.
size.
It's time to think. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Let's have a look a minute. I'm gonna stay where I am.
End turn.
Gonna stay
So,
where I am.
The hour
and I'll look if
is
there's anything.
no effect.
Oh, nice. Even better. Well,
Yep.
not necessarily. Hopefully check the field require. Mass location scourge. Okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna explore.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we found him.
Yes. So this
Okay.
is gonna be.
Oh my god,
hold on.
Jonathan's on a
This is-
mission.
He is.
I've already got a plan. So we're gonna reveal this for 2d12.
Hang on.
Plus
Yeah,
two.
we will try and guard our locations while you're doing it.
Yep. Okay.
I'm making my survival check, and I got it. So my location is guarded.
You want to do yours first this
check on
time?
your guards. I'm gonna
I
let you
think
guys
this
do
is
your
your
guarding.
location to guide, Pep. You're the strength guy.
All right, I'll roll this d10. Is it a 1 or a 7?
That is a
It's
one.
a 1.
That's a lot.
It's a 1.
I failed, so it's on you now.
Go on, Mike.
Okay.
What are my options here? I need a
Uh,
6 on strength, constitution, or fortitude.
correct.
Okay, so I need a 6 and I have a d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
close-
It's not worth blessing, in my opinion, for
No.
temporary closes.
All right, well, watch me roll a 6. Here we go. It's in the tray. Bam. 2.
That's not a
That's
6.
almost 6.
Right. Okay.
It's almost
Darn.
a 6.
So we're still going to escape. So
He's going to escape. Yeah. Even if you defeat
yeah,
it, it's
so
going to
we're just gonna-
escape. What happens if you don't defeat
it
it?
does mean. I was going to say the closing thing on this location is a bit weird. Summon and a weapon.
Yeah. Remember, if you do defeat it, it just closes without doing that.
Okay, fair enough. In which case, it's time to roll. Let's see what happens. 2d12s plus 2. Let's
Did
go.
you take the acid damage already?
Yeah. Don't forget the acid damage before and afterwards.
Is it 4 and afterwards? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll do that. The
believe
first
so.
acid damage shall be a. This armor could be useful,
before
but
acting. And after acting.
Go on. I have recharged it. Can I just do something a minute?
Ah, it
Here
worked.
it is.
Right. Yeah. So if we don't defeat the villain, the location that he was at is a possible location he can run away to. So basically, yeah, it slows us down even more.
So here we go.
And
14
then
You done it?
again,
to 16. Yep. So
Yep.
oh yeah, we have to roll twice for this guy, don't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true.
No.
Failed.
that one might not have done it.
No, we failed.
Oh
there.
dear. Right. Okay. So you take another acid damage afterwards,
Yep.
and we're now going to take 2 blessings.
Okay.
Shuffle
So-
all of these together.
Wait,
And
so
then
you
one goes
did
there.
lose that though, right?
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, you take more damage then. You take damage equal to
Yes.
the difference.
Oh, there's that as
But
well. Yeah.
I can only take 1 extra anyway, so.
Okay.
No, you lose your cold iron greatsword.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Afraid so.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to come and heal you, aren't I? Although I did get rid of
I'm
my cure
hoping
spell.
that my elixir will show up. In
Right,
this
yep.
next draw, so.
Those blessings come from the hourglass, apparently. Okay, got that wrong. So this is not good. I'm going to take 2 from there. Right. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing well.
Um.
And I think earlier on when he ran away, I also didn't take it from the hourglass. I think
You're
I
not
took it.
supposed to. If we beat him, you're supposed to take it from random blessings. But if he beats us, we're supposed to take it from the hourglass.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you did it right before,
Okay.
Okay.
just not this time.
Ouch. Well, it was going well.
I was gonna say, where did
It
he shuffle
was.
back into? Any idea?
Yeah. There,
One of these
or
two.
there.
I think I'm gonna move using my power by the end of my turn to join you, Paul. I think,
Sure. Okay.
and that's the end of my turn.
Right. I go. So the hour is Erastil's Eye. If you are at a wild location, you may discard a card to explore. That is not wild. That is not wild. That is wild. The caves are wild. So I might move to the caves, although you can't move from the twisted passages unless you succeed at an intelligence or knowledge check. Is it worth it? It possibly is, actually.
Oh, he said he wasn't sure we shuffled, so there's no reason not to shuffle, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shuffled, but as you say, there's no reason not to.
Well, technically we didn't need to shuffle the...
We shouldn't have shuffled this one,
twisting
but...
passages.
Yeah, we don't know... yeah, okay, so I think I'm going to try and move from the twisting passages. So I need to make an intelligence or knowledge check of 7.
I believe in you.
Okay, no, so I can't move from the twisted passages. Because my intelligence is D6. So I'm not going to try and get rid of from there. We're just going to explore the whole deck.
I think the only way for you and Jonathan to get out of there is to close that.
Is to close it, yeah. Right, so a plague mask. A check to acquire is intelligence or craft of 4. Yeah, probably not going to. Let's have a look.
The good news is I can help you now, and we can get through double cards, so hopefully it'll be quick enough for us to actually.
That is true. Okay, so I'm going to roll to acquire this. And I did. I found a plague mask. What does it do? Okay. Right, that's fine.
Ring of Roses.
And that goes into my hand. Now, do I want to discard... can I explore again? That is the question. I can. I can recharge the dog. I also have some barnberries as well.
I'm not sure the dog would appreciate being recharged.
Well, I'm afraid it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So discard to explore. Yeah, I'm going to have to. So, dog is getting discarded.
Poor dog.
Yeah, to explore the location.
Oh, I just stole your item somehow. Whoopsie.
It's that again. Is he stealing my stuff? Right, I've drawn the ill tidings again.
Stealer, because his character doesn't have that power.
Yeah, so I'm encountering the top card of the hourglass again.
Oh.
But this time, wisdom or divine of 3. Right, my divine.
I think you have that by
Is
default.
D10. Well, it's everything other than a 1. So you know what happened last time? Oh, you're kidding.
I thought you had +2. Don't you have +2 on that?
My perception is +2.
Language there.
This
You actually
is
failed it again?
I failed it again.
This is why Paul likes Eurogames.
I think you guys would be better off without me, to be honest. I'm feeling a little bit like I'm holding you back. So yeah, how to turn a good situation into a bad one.
Come on, guys, let's vote Paul off his own channel.
Yeah. Well, I can just keep the stream broadcasting and I'll just disappear and go for a lie down. It's fine.
Yeah, go have some Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, I'll go and have some Jaffa cakes.
Oh, you've got that Batman rulebook to deal with.
I do. Oh, it's a 5-minute job. Dead easy. Right. I think that might be it. Oh no, I've got this barnberry. Was there anything on here? No. So do I want to use this barnberry to heal?
Probably. At this point, honestly, you might want to discard everything in your hand that doesn't have an immediate use, because we're running low on turns.
We are running low. So I'm going to discard the barnberry. Well, I'm going to bury it. Or do I want to banish it? It's an item 0, so I might as well banish it and try and recover it. So, Jonathan, you can heal a card. Now, is it at random? I think healing is at random.
So I would shuffle, discard, and pick one.
I think you shuffle your discards. See healing, page 9. Shuffle cards into your deck. Healing. Shuffle the specified number of cards of random cards from your discards. Yes, it is.
Okay, so put one in my deck.
And then put one in your deck and then shuffle your deck.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then I'm going to try my recovery, which is a survival 8 check. So that's D10 plus 3. Oh, I get that one.
Ooh, I might get my sword back now because...
Exactly.
No, I didn't.
Exactly.
I don't
So
know
I've recharged that. The plague mask, I don't think we need that, so I'm just going to discard that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that yet. I think I might do the Soothing Word as well. So again, I'm going to banish that to heal you again, Jonathan. And try and make another divine check to get it back.
Okay.
3, 6. No, I failed.
So I don't heal.
No, the healing happens. I don't get the card back. Instead, it is discarded.
Cool.
Okay, and then I'm drawing 3, and I am passing my turn. Where's my animals? Yeah.
So that elixir hasn't come up at all. So.
All right, Mike. Here, I got a drink for you.
Yeah, I have all the cards now. I've got a lot of exploration cards. I think we need to get through this deck because we can't, because they're basically effectively trapped twisting passages. You and I will need to split up so that we can guard locations because we don't really have time to clear decks.
It's our only hope now because we've only got 5 turns left.
Yeah. Which one's
that's the main
best
reason
for
I
me
joined
here?
Paul. I was like, if we can get these cards out, we might be able to guard 2 locations while finding the 3rd.
I guess I'll jump to the mines. Which one's the danger right now? Is it the poison dart trap?
Both of them. And whenever I remember when I first played it, I really struggled at this point. But whenever there is more than one danger, if it says encounter the danger, you pick one at random. So we roll the dice to see which one of those we encounter. It could be the dart trap, it could be the kobold horde.
Yeah, I'll go to the mine.
And they call it a mine. Okay.
It's not a yours.
Let's see what's in the mine.
A wolf pack.
Pack of wolves. So before acting, a local character, which is you, summons and encounters this monster. So yeah, you summon and encounter the wolf pack, and then you have to encounter the wolf pack.
Okay. I mean, this is fine. So I've got a D10 plus a D6 plus 2. And yeah, I guess I'll just do it on the first one.
Okay.
D10, D6. I like doing it in the tray.
Paul?
Mm-hmm.
We seem to have too few discards, too few cards in our total hourglass deck. We've got 16.
Yes, I think I got rid of some.
Okay. But there was a point where we should have lost 3, which means we're still down 1. Did you discard a card to make up for the first villain fight and then forget to return it because you'd done it correctly?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it was that trap. It was that trap we encountered that made it go away.
Yeah, that's 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
And then when we failed to defeat the villain, that was the other 2. So yeah, we've effectively lost 4 time from the hourglass.
I'm recharging my shield to give myself an extra D4 on my second check against the wolves because I do have to encounter it twice, right?
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we've got a dog slicer. Nice.
Yeah, the dog slicer is very thematic right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I beat it.
Okay. Done.
And I don't have anything to let me go again. I just have a weapon in my hand.
Oh,
so
if the check to defeat has the attack or range trait, you may re-roll. Oh, but you succeeded anyway, so we're good.
Yeah.
Right. Right, come on, Mike, with your 14 explores.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some explorers next turn too. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, the issue we've got here is that even if I encounter the villain, he can still just escape to the caves, right?
Yeah. And when you move, so when this is the hour, because it's the desert, you have to bury a card to move.
Well, I might just stay here and see if I can get this location done.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to close or guard it because my strength is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, so that's a thing. Unless I have something that helps with that.
Maybe go to the caves.
Maybe.
You gotta bury a card to move. I'll just bless you on the check this time to close.
Okay, yeah, I'll just go through this deck.
Okay.
So, one free explore?
First explore. Ah.
Barrier.
Now, you're good with barriers, aren't you?
I'm good at barriers.
Yay. You see a barrier, you eat a barrier.
So it's yeah, I eat barriers for breakfast. Right. Disable 7. My disable is D10 plus 1. I could also use my I don't think I have anything else that helps with this actually.
It's not a lock or a trap. Yeah, it is a lock. So
It is
you
a lock?
could,
I could
on a
use my
local
acid flask
check
add
to defeat a
2d4.
lock, banish to add 2d4. Yeah.
What happens if I fail?
It
Undefeated.
just gets... Oh. If undefeated, mark this barrier's location with the scourge entangled and then reload this barrier into the... So reloading is putting it on top of the deck.
And
But
what
if
is
you beat
technical?
it, you get a free explore, so it's
Yeah.
definitely worth it.
That's
Yeah.
actually a very good point. When I was in the mine, we should have added entangled to the mine.
When you fail to check... When you fail a check to defeat or require, mark this location with the scourge entangled. Okay, we should have done that. I'll do that now.
I only
Which
just thought of it
means-
then when you brought it up.
Yeah, which
So
means
what does
anybody who is
marking it
there...
with it mean?
Basically means that is there. So any character who is there automatically gets that
Oh,
as a
okay. So
condition.
I'm stuck there now.
Yeah. Sorry, it's you, isn't it? There we go.
Surprise!
Look, I picked up on a rule.
Well spotted.
I
Right.
think that means in theory that Amiri couldn't have moved either.
Yeah.
'Cause you would have been entangled afterwards.
Yes.
So I think you're actually technically still here too.
Yeah.
Still over here. Luckily, I haven't had a turn yet, so.
There you go. You are entangled. You cannot evade or move.
I'm going to use my acid flask
Mhm.
because I'll just reload it anyway. or
You'll
whatever.
you'll recharge it at the end, won't you?
Yeah.
So it looks like me and you are fixing the mines.
Hopefully.
So 2d4 plus a d10 plus 1.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's defeat that lock, people.
So using the acid flask
Yeah,
on the lock,
that's a 12.
done. If defeated, remove
Burn
the
through
scourge
the lock
entangled
with
from this
acid.
location. Yeah, okay, so it's gone.
Seems a bit excessive, but throwing
Nice.
acid at a padlock.
Yeah, well,
Well,
best
bit.
way
it's
to get through a
free
locked door.
additional explore, so let's keep going. All right.
Ah, it's
the
a blessing.
uprising.
Yeah.
Can you do a
Strength
strength or
or
diplomacy
diplomacy?
check of 5?
And what happens if I don't do it?
It just gets banished. The card just disappears.
Okay, well,
Yeah, sometimes
I
it's
do
worth
have
failing a check.
diplomacy d6 plus 2, so I'll just roll, and maybe I'll get it and have another free explore.
Well, hang on. I'm just thinking, if you use one of your own cards to bless it, you will get this card, which you can then discard to explore. So it's probably worth at this stage using a blessing to make sure you get this, because then it will allow you to go again.
But but both of these blessings I've got allow me to go again.
So go 4 times.
Yeah, but then it removes the card. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, because it's the card's gone from the deck anyway. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And D6 plus 2 is fine to hit a 4 anyway. Oh no, it's a
Here we
5.
go. Whee! It's a 5. I got a 5.
Oh!
Yay!
You're just gonna
Nice
discard to
little game.
explore?
Even better.
Okay, so now I need to. What does it do? On a check, discard to bless against a bane. All subsequent checks to defeat it during this counter are also blessed. I might keep this one because it's better, I think, than my other ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's the level of the? Okay, so it's what's this guy? Okay, I think I might discard prayer. I can examine the top card of the location, and then I may explore.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna examine this card. It's another blessing.
Right.
I will explore.
Okay.
All right, so we got charisma, divine, or fortitude.
I want this one.
I'm really bad at this, but I will try to acquire it for you, Pep. I've only got a D6.
another 5.
Actually, maybe I don't care that much.
Hang on. If it is
Yeah.
really good, maybe going back to what I just said, maybe you should bless this check to get this card.
Yeah.
Is this
How
is
bad
this
do you
as
need
good? On a local check, bury to reroll 1 or 2 dice. I don't think it's that good.
Okay.
It's not as good as. I feel like that's not as good as just blessing.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
adding another die.
That is true.
So
Yeah.
I think if nobody cares about me acquiring this, I'll just roll straight up.
But the benefit of re-rolling, and because it's local, is like if one of us had this and someone failed a check, you can actually say, "Oh, just re-roll."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's
tough.
after the roll rather than before.
Yeah, is re-rolling 2 dice better than adding an additional die? That's the
Depends on
question,
the
I
check.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard
Depends,
to say.
yeah. This is true. I don't think
Maybe you
it's
just
worth...
roll it and we let Destiny decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a 1 in 3 chance, right? Because I need a 5 or more.
You need a
on
5.
D6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a 5. So it's 1 in 3. So let's find out. Here we go.
Okay.
And
Here we
then
go.
I can discard it to re-roll the die to acquire it, right?
No.
Yes. Oh no! That what? Yeah, you have +2, don't you?
No, that's on that's diplomacy. This is straight charisma.
Yeah,
Oh.
straight charisma. Okay. Say
Oh,
goodbye.
No.
Sorry, Pat.
Right.
I'm giving
Any more
up,
exploring? 2 cards left.
Yeah, Orison to discard to explore. Oh no, wait, not Orison. My lookout. I'm discarding the lookout to explore, and I may evade encounters.
Okay.
You can do it.
It's an ogre. I evade it. I want to evade it. How do I do that?
If you evade it, it gets shuffled back into the deck.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably better to fight it
shit.
if you can.
Fight it.
I mean, darn.
Throw a noxious bomb at it.
Yeah.
But it does
already
have a
smelly enough,
before
might as well
acting
throw
power.
it. Oh yeah.
It's really scary.
Yeah, I don't think it's related
I
to
need-
Shrek.
I need 13, right? 14.
14.
To pass this.
I can bless.
Okay.
Damage too.
Yeah, so I've got
Yeah, I was going to say it's the damage.
Yeah, so 1
4
combat
active
damage
each
before.
local character. Yeah. Might just discard the energy resistance elixir. Or maybe the elixir of healing, actually.
Glad I don't have one of those echo things right now.
All right. Well, while I think about, I'll get rid of one of the potions because the blessings are more useful.
Yeah, at the moment.
All right. So I'm definitely banishing the noxious bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing dexterity, which is 3d6. Any blessings could add an additional d6.
Oh yeah, that doesn't give you that much. I don't know. I'm actually might be with him on the evading this option. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, yeah, but all I could do is put it back in the bottom of the deck, and there'd still be 2 cards.
Mm. Well, it gets shuffled into the deck, but you're right. It's still 2 cards.
It's going to be 50-50 about whether we close this
Oh.
location then, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem is that I'm gonna have to kill this guy to close this location, which we kind of need to do. But
So 46 after a blessing. That's not too bad, I guess.
yeah, I still need to get a bit lucky.
Why is that acid flask still down there?
It's still
Oh,
Mike's
'cause
turn.
it's
Yeah.
right. So many explorers.
And there's more to come.
Yeah, I got 3 on my turn.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to try and do it. I mean, I can put a bless in. And because you're using the noxious bomb, it's liquid, alchemical, attack, and poison. Acid, cold, electricity, fire, or force. No, it's not. Right. I see. So yeah, I can bless it and give you another d6. That's 4d6. The average of that would be 14. You need 14. So there you go. I'll bless it.
Alright, so I just need to not do a Paul Grogan.
Yeah, don't do a pull. So you got 4d6. Oh, don't forget you got to take
Do
your
I-
1 point of damage before you do that.
Which one of these do I discard? Energy resistance or healing? I do have 4 cards in the discard, but I've still got 8 cards in my deck.
Yeah, I
so-
think the energy resistance at this stage.
Yeah.
Well, the energy resistance could prevent me from taking a damage later, whereas if I'm not going to be healing myself, then there's no point in keeping the elixir of healing.
Yeah, that's true.
My only thought is that a lot of my cards that allow me to explore are in my discard.
Hmm.
This isn't theory or... Oh, no, I guess it's not your last chance to explore, but it's...
I think you lose the energy resistance now, and then after the combat, use the elixir of healing to get everything back.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll take the point of... I'll take the...
Yeah. Okay.
All right, here we go.
So 4d6.
And obviously it's super high. Nailed it!
Oh. Yeah.
16.
Nailed.
Boom. Gone.
Ogre.
Ex-ogre.
Yeah. So now we know what's happening next to him for Mike.
Alright. So now I'm going to discard Orison to investigate.
Explore again.
To explore again.
Yep.
Yes, this is not an Arkham game.
You don't have
It
any
is-
Kobold
weapons.
Horde.
It's the Kobold Horde.
Hey.
Okay, well that's fine because I have diplomacy. I'm just going to talk them out of it.
So d6 plus 2, and you need an 8.
Yeah.
So we need to bless this too.
Yeah.
I also I've got Uprising, which is a blessing.
I could give you a blessing as well.
Remember, only one blessing unless it says freely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. It's discard to explore, recharge. Ah, okay, never mind. Only if you want it, and somebody else wants to keep theirs.
Well,
I can get rid of mine.
why you guys should try and keep a decent amount of explore cards between you. So.
Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense for you to use your blessing first, I suppose.
Well, that's going to
But
leave
if
me
you-
with nothing though, and I'm going to have to go off and take on a deck all on my own. So actually, Jonathan, if you've got 2 blessings, I could probably use
Yes.
one of them.
You can have one.
Yeah.
Thank you very
You go,
much.
I'll put it in your hand for you. There you go.
Oh,
Well, no, you
thanks,
don't put it in his hand. Just discard it and say it's been blessed.
There you go.
I'll put that over because it is yours.
buddy.
There
Paul
you go.
doesn't like it when we mess around.
No.
Yeah.
Things have got to be in the right place.
Don't make a mess on the table.
On another character's
Right.
check, discard to bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what it is.
Okay, so I've got 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2, average is 9. You need 8, but if not defeated by at least 4, you suffer 1 ranged combat damage and then shuffle this monster into its location.
Oh, and
Ah.
can you even get that high?
No.
Yeah,
No.
On 2d6?
Oh, barely. Yeah.
you can.
12, yeah. I'd need a 10. I need to roll a 10.
So if we shuffled it
Can
into its
I-
location, I
Yeah,
was gonna say if it shuffles in back into its location, does it not? Is it just one card location?
It
It's
is,
just gonna
yeah.
flip over?
yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
kobold
just going to
horde
stay here
at the
and
river,
count
and
again.
we've got to get rid of it. Or just not. Or just leave it and guard the location.
And hope.
I
Okay.
have a question. Paul, it says on the Uprising, on any check, discard to bless against a Bane. All subsequent checks to defeat it during this encounter. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's the bit I was missing. Okay, well, I don't think I have any other options here, guys.
No,
just
I think
go
it's
for it.
2d6 plus 2.
Just
Alright.
roll 2d6. Roll 6 on both of them. It'll be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, here we go. Double sixes. Yeah.
No, a single
it was
six.
Not. It was 8.
But you
So-
do beat it, quote unquote.
You beat
I
it,
have-
so you don't take any damage, but you didn't beat it by 4, so you take 1 ranged combat damage, and then that gets shuffled into the location. So yeah, basically you killed a few kobolds, but then some more turned up, shot you with arrows, and now there's more kobolds at the river.
So we definitely don't get to close this place.
We do not get to close
Yeah,
that place.
so I'm not going to get to close this location this round.
No. But yeah, you take
Which is
you take a
problematic.
ranged damage from the kobolds.
Yeah,
It's,
so I think actually... Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm just trying to decide whether I give up the Elixir of Healing or Uprising. I don't think
think-
it matters because I've only got 1 turn left.
Yeah. I think the elixir and then the uprising and then use the elixir to heal. Maybe.
But what's the point in healing? I've only got 1 more turn and I've got more than 8 cards.
Well,
in the deck.
you said that there's a high proportion of explore cards in your
Does
discard
healing
pile.
shuffle?
It does, yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. Then I discard Uprising and then I use the Elixir to heal.
So the elixir gets banished.
Yeah.
And
I
you heal 1d4 plus 1.
Which is 4.
4. So you basically flip over your deck. Flip over your discard pile. Shuffle it. And then drag the top 4 cards into your deck. And then shuffle your deck.
All right. And then I've got recovery, right? Or recovery first,
yeah. So these cards all go back on top, back on the bottom of your deck because of your special ability.
Yep.
And are you done?
Yep.
Epic turn.
I think.
Epic.
Oh, do you? I have to put these in one at a time.
I think it only works one at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Right. So if you click end turn, we now have 1 turn left each.
Well, I got some daggers. So I'm going to murder that kobold horde.
Eddie is saying we know that the villain is not here. Yes, we know that. But where they are, who knows? Well, we know you can't move from here. You're stuck here because, yeah, you're in a mine.
Star knife, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw strength against it because I can.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna explore again with my blessing afterwards. So.
Okay. I mean, it's a nice weapon for
D12.
for Mike.
I don't really mind. I don't really mind if I win or not with this one, so I'm just gonna roll.
Yep.
6 of it.
That weapon's really good for me.
I think you got it because you can make a melee check. Yeah, melee strength plus 2, so you got a 10. So you got it.
There you go. Boom. I acquired
There you
a
go.
card.
So you can have that, put it in your hand, and then
Great.
you can give that to
let's
Mike
not
between
worry about winning
adventures.
anymore. Let's just worry about giving that
Okay,
to me.
and then I'm gonna use my blessing to explore again.
Yep.
So discard that. And we are going to see. Oh, nice.
It's a
Nice easy
barrier,
one for
a
me.
tangle of debris.
If undefeated, it's not going to be undefeated. Oh, it might do because it's got acrobatics and dexterity.
Or survival.
Awesome.
Wow.
I feel like you've got survival.
Yes, I think I have some way.
You do. Survival is d6 plus
Yeah,
2.
survival wisdom. It's wisdom plus 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do I have a wisdom? Yes. No. Okay, so we're not going to be able to hurt
No.
this, are we?
Nope.
So we're just going to roll and let it get away, whatever.
Well, it won't get away. It'll go back in the deck.
Yeah. You got d6 plus 2.
good.
There's a chance.
Yeah, D6 plus 2, you said, yeah?
Yeah. Because your wisdom is d6 and your survival bonus is plus 2.
Okay. Just gonna dice over here. Okay, D6. Plus 2. Rolly. One.
Nope. Failed.
Yay.
So roll
Anything
1d4
good.
twice and suffer the corresponding scourges. So if you want to roll d4 twice, let's see what
lovely.
happens to you.
Roll 2 ones and then it doesn't matter
Someone stole the
because we're already
D4s, yeah.
entangled.
So we're just gonna go 1 for 2, which gets me a poison.
Exhausted. And do you want to roll again?
And a 4, which is exhausted and wounded. Oh, nice.
So you're exhausted, wounded, and entangled. Nice.
Yep.
Uh,
Some crazy S&M
Where's
dungeon thing
exhausted?
going on. The mine is the name of the club.
exhausted is not here as a scourge.
Aye, interesting. Unless exhausted is some other kind of keyword.
No, I don't think so. No, unless I've lost that card and accidentally
Might be
deleted
one
it
of the ones.
or put it somewhere else.
Hmm.
So I need to open up another
So I'm
mod
assuming to find
and,
out. Yeah, which
and get
one is
that.
it.
For now, I will just reach into my actual game itself.
Was it I've got an exhausted card here.
Have you?
Exhausted and entangled. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sent
it.
me, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm being an idiot.
It's poisoned is the one I need.
Poisoned. Right. Okay.
Oh, it's over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. And then that gets shuffled back in. There you go. So yes.
So, after I reset, which I'm not, on this check or step, you may play no more than 1 boon, and I cannot move. So it's not really that big of a deal
No.
right now.
No.
You should reset anyway, though, because you might get stuff that can help other players.
Yeah.
So what's a reset again? It's been
Reset is at the end of your turn, where you either discard down to your hand limit or draw up to your hand limit.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna
Wounded.
draw then.
That's what we're missing.
Well,
Okay.
you should probably discard all your weapons because you're not getting a turn anyway.
Yep.
True. So discard.
Well, that's good.
That's so messy. Threw a dice in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know about if you hold left click and then right click, you can just pick things up.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay, so it's wounded that we were missing. Thank you. I've got it here. At the start of your turn, discard the top card of your deck. Yeah.
So that doesn't matter.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was at start. That was end. Okay, so that
Okay,
is my
you done?
turn. Done. Yeah.
So my last turn of the game, all I've done is be stuck in these twisty passages and roll ones. That is the extent of my involvement today. So what have we got? When this is the hour, when you would bury a boon, succeed at its check to acquire or banish it instead. Oh, okay, right, yep. And then I'm just going to explore, see what we've got. It is a blessing. Dexterity or disable 5.
The demon's lantern.
That's what I got.
I don't even know if I can pick that up or not. So
Do any of us have good dexterity? That's. I don't
got
think
D8.
so.
And I rolled a
It's probably
4.
not that great of a power.
Obviously,
My dexterity is D6, so don't
that
ask me.
disappears. And unfortunately, I don't have any cards.
Oh
that
yeah,
allow me
Mary
to
should
explore.
draw the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is
Yeah, we got
pretty
blessing.
much it. I may as well discard these cards, as you say, so that I get ones that can potentially help other people.
Local
But,
combat check that you could use.
We can't
That's
win
pep.
anymore, can we?
Very, very unlikely.
Oh yeah, I know. I think you're right. I think we
No, we
literally can't
can't.
because we can't get up to that location. The entangled here matters a
It
lot.
does stop us.
Yeah.
Us big swingy fighter people can't help.
Well, we tried.
I feel bad too because I wouldn't have come to the mine if I knew it was entangled, but we figured it out after the fact.
We-
And then it's
yeah,
like,
we
oh well,
forgot.
I'm stuck now.
Yeah.
That's also kind of our bad for not like reading the cards and doing the things, though, isn't it?
That's the biggest downside of this game is remembering all of the little bits of text. Oh, and there's this little bit of benefit here, and there's this one here.
It's my fault for remembering the rule.
I
Yeah,
agree. If you just let us go on in blissful ignorance, Jonathan,
it would have been fine.
chance.
I'm sorry.
Well,
What
let's
is
play it
this
out anyway because we
monstrosity?
might get some cool stuff. Oh, you found an inferno trap. Okay,
Each local character suffers a fire damage.
so you both take one
horrible.
fire damage.
I guess I'll burn a porcupine.
No,
it's a veteran level
not
trap as well.
porcupine.
Did you say concubine or porcupine?
Porcupine.
Porcupine.
Okay.
That's an unreleased expansion set, the concubine.
Let's see.
Can you do
I
it?
do have dexterity.
So
of
you
a
need
D8.
dexterity 9.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a blessing no matter what.
I have a blessing.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess
Uh,
anyone who can't go again, it's probably good
Yeah.
to steal
Okay.
the blessing.
So I'll bless it. There you go.
All right. 2d8 then.
Yeah, because you don't have any of the other stuff, do you? You don't have craft.
Hey, I would just point out real quick, guys. I think Tyler's given me a heads up on this, but that's a story bane, right? So if you win this, don't you automatically get to try and close the location?
We do.
Yeah.
So then, is
Then
there
we
any
get a
way
free
you can
movement.
Move after that, Pep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then, Pep, if you move to my location, I can go up to the top location, and that's the only way we could win if I would then encounter the boss.
Correct.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the boss needs
sorry,
to be the
there's
top
a.
card.
Just ignore the D4 that's in there, but I did beat it.
Excellent. So that has been defeated. which means the
I have
characters
to
don't.
summon and acquire a weapon.
Yeah.
That should be easy.
So you get a
Unless
chance
it's
to
some
close
sort
it.
of crazy powerful bow that's dexterity based.
Off you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
This is one of those little
So
battle axe
this
things.
is a D10 plus 2, and again, if someone wants to bless me that doesn't have another turn, maybe.
I have a
can bless
blessing.
you.
Oh no, it's a local check. Ah.
I can do it.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, so I discard that so you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, one's in the tray, one's not. How perfect.
Eat.
Good thing I wasn't going to succeed otherwise, so.
So you needed the 2d10. Yeah. Okay. So you've acquired that, which means the location is closed. So we look through it to see if
If
there's.
we win, Tyler, I will be
Aha!
jumping on the roof.
There is the villain. So this is what we need to do. We have resolve the encounter,
Oh,
closing the location.
we could win.
Yeah, hang on. Let's just have a look. Where is it? I had this bit earlier on.
Good job on that one, Pat. Well done.
Mhm.
Thank you.
If the guy can come to my deck, that would be great because it'll be easy to find.
I've suddenly lost closing your location, page 15. There it is. Right, okay. So closing your location.
Tyler says the villain stays there and all other cards are banished from that location.
Right.
The
Yeah, here we
question
go.
is, does it still count as closed, so does the entangled leave?
Yeah, that's what I'm just checking.
That's the key question.
Right, so when you have the opportunity to close the location, do the thing. If you succeed, then search the location
Does
for
not
villains.
close.
If you find any, banish all non-villain cards from the location. The location is not closed, but at least you know where they are. So yeah, so everything else gets banished. All of this is going to go back in there. The location is not closed, but the villain is there. Okay.
So, I
don't
mean-
see another turn.
What we
I
need
can
is
encounter
for-
it.
Yeah, we need for you to encounter it and defeat it. That's the only way for us
And
to
then-
progress.
The problem then it will run away to either there or there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I actually think that we'd be... Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
We could guard both of our locations, Paul, which
Yep.
would mean that it would go to the top deck, which would make it harder to find.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if I didn't guard my location, it'd be 50-50. It would be easy to find, but it might not be there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all we can do.
But
we're close.
we can't do anything unless Pep beats it anyway.
Yeah.
Because if he loses, we're going to lose the last card, and then we.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
I'm going
get
to
a
beat it.
turn.
So
So
you're
I'm
going to have to.
discarding my
Ex-
horse to
Beat
go
it.
again. And when I discard my horse, I get a D4 on my next check. So I automatically have a D4 just from my horse.
Okay. And then you're exploring and you find. And you have to take an acid damage at the start.
Let me just put all the dice in here that I'm going to be rolling.
We've really made a mess of the table with these dice, haven't we?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tidy up later on. I'll just zoom around and hit the delete key.
I can
just like
reload
real
to
life.
add another D4.
So who's going to flip the table at the end then?
Nobody.
No, I'm joking. Nobody.
And then I'll also recharge my battle axe for my normal ability to give myself an extra D4. So, theory, this I shouldn't be able to fail. So recharging that, recharging my sword. I think there's an acid damage I was supposed to take at the start of this.
There was, yeah.
So I guess I'll lose my
The blessing.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna take the acid damage afterwards anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I
Here we
don't
go
see
then.
me
Here we
failing
go.
this.
3, 4, 2.
You failed.
Well, it's
Oh,
actually
that-
pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say, no, you
So
failed.
you
it.
failed by 1.
No, I have +2.
Oh, you have +2. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So
You passed.
we succeeded,
That was-
which means.
Don't do that to me, man.
Oh, before you do that, I should have tried to guard my location, which I
On
succeeded.
top of that, I have to re-roll anyway, so
That's true.
Yeah, quick question. Should I try to guard mine?
Yes.
no,
No?
no.
No,
Well,
no, because we want it to go there, don't we?
Well,
yeah, we want it to go there. If it doesn't go there, we lose.
Okay.
Well, I've got the Investigator's Lamp, and I've got an Explore card. So theoretically, I could check the top 4 cards of this deck. So I
Okay.
can check almost 50% of the deck. It
Okay.
would be 10 cards at that point. So the question is, do we want to check 4 cards of a 10-card deck where we know it is, or do we want a 50% chance that we miss it entirely? I think it kind of works out the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, in theory, it's 50% either way.
Yeah, it's 50-50 either way.
So you're not closing that location. Sorry, you're not guarding it.
If you did, he would only
If
be
I
able to
defeat
go
the
to
villain,
one.
do we win immediately, or do I also have to close the location?
No,
We
you
win
win.
immediately as long as they know where to run to.
Yeah, as long as the other 2 are guarded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the danger?
It's either the poison dart trap or the kobold horde. So randomly decided.
So whoever guards the caves would have to defeat that. You know,
Yeah.
The other thing is, I don't think I can guard the river because I'm so shit at it. So it might just have to be this. This is the... Okay, so I think we
They
just...
should write that on the card.
I think we just have to go 50-50 then, guys. Yeah, because I can't...
Okay, so you're
He
not
comes to
guarding
the
it.
river, I can guarantee I encounter him.
Okay,
if
so what we do is we
he doesn't
take the
then.
villain. We take 2 blessings from here because we succeeded.
Oh, sorry, I still technically have to re-roll.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
But it's still good. Oh, wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, missed by 1.
Oh.
No!
So we are dead because what happens is those
dead.
blessings come from this deck, which means we are out of time. Oh,
So weird that weapons don't have the attack trait.
yeah.
Wait,
as I say,
no, I'm sorry. Ignore all of that. I forgot to do this, but I'm going to add a D4 in the piercing trait from my armor. There's absolutely no reason why I wouldn't. I meant to.
oh, because you got spiked armor.
Yeah, so I just reached to add the D4. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got
you've done it.
distracted with all the other stuff going on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So that can
we
go
win.
back.
Win.
So. Oh, where's he gone?
All right, and everybody in chat thinks that was okay too. So
Perfect.
It's all good. Right, chat?
Yes.
Yeah, nobody said anything.
Okay, so here are the 3 cards. We'll group them together. We'll shuffle them.
Silence is agreement.
Is it 3 cards?
I'm not going to make a political statement after that.
No, it's only 2.
Yeah, Tyler's on board, so we know that it's cool.
Excellent. So it's only 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we just need him to be in the river.
1 goes here.
Yeah.
1 goes here. Shuffle both of these
So-
decks.
I think I'll come to the river with you to give you the potential
Entangled.
bonus.
Entangled.
Oh, it's gone now.
Entangled them all. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, in that case,
Whoever
I'm gonna
goes
go...
to the caves needs to be able to guard it, which means you have to summon and defeat a danger. So if you're at the caves, you need to be able to defeat a danger.
Can I defeat danger? I got lots of strength.
Well,
It's more, can you do the dexterity part?
I can't do the dexterity part, so no, I'm not going there. Someone else needs to go there.
Well, you have a D6. I mean, I have a D8. I guess in theory, I have the better chance if that happens. So, okay.
yeah,
So
it would
I'll go
suck
over here.
if we found him, defeated him, and then he fled to the caves.
Yeah. So I'm gonna join Mike over here at the river then.
All right.
I mean,
1, 2,
well-
3, 4.
the only reason for you to come to the river is if you can help me with my combat.
Which I can't right now.
You can't right now.
I've got a guard, but I don't think.
No, so you may as well go
okay,
somewhere
I
else.
can.
Can you?
Yeah,
I can reduce damage by 1 to him, but that's it.
No, that's no help.
Um,
You probably want to go
it doesn't really help. Yeah,
go
to
up
the
here,
caves
so we've got
and
2 chances of closing that location.
Yeah, both of you go to
Oh.
the caves to increase our chances of guarding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I didn't know we had another 10.
Yeah. This is the last one.
This is the last turn.
All
Okay.
right, I'm ending my turn.
There it in script.
Okay.
Yeah, because I messed it up. There you go. Right. So we have the eclipse on your intelligence or wisdom check.
Your
Difficulty is
intelligence
increased
or
by
wisdom
3.
check. The difficulty is increased by 3.
Right. Off we go.
Well, okay, so basically, I play the Investigator's Lamp to check those 2 cards.
Yep.
And if neither of them is a
Good.
loss, we're done. He's here.
Ah,
He's here.
He's here.
We got it. Okay.
but now
got
you
it.
gotta fight him.
So you put them back in that order.
Yeah, I put them back with the boss on top.
And then you encounter the boss.
Yep.
Right, okay, so the important thing is I've got to guard this location.
Yeah.
And we've got to
If
go.
this fails, we lose.
If any of you fail to guard now, then we lose.
So I'm going to bless my own check to guard.
Yeah.
I have a
Wisdom or
blessing,
survival,
so I don't
6.
need you guys to use a blessing on me. Oh no,
So
wait, don't I have to
D10.
fight him twice
Yep,
though?
done. All right,
You
that
You
have to
don't
roll
fight him
twice.
twice. You just have to re-roll.
that is guarded.
Okay, that's
Okay,
nice. Well done, Paul.
so it's you two to
You
try and
succeeded the check that really mattered, and
Yes.
that's what's important.
Yes. The one
forget all the other ones that also really mattered. That because I failed them,
All right.
that's why we're at this point.
But
Okay,
this is the
it's
really
still all
critical.
to play for.
All right. So
Now
we
I
got
need
the
to
two
guard.
characters looking to guard the caves.
Yeah, so you two need to
Someone
go.
roll me a D6
I'll roll.
or whatever dice.
Evens,
You have
it's
to
the
decide
trap.
between these randomly.
Trap.
Yeah.
So Pep, you're facing the trap, and Jonathan, you're facing the trap as well. So you both get face the poison trap, and you both get a chance to close it.
Okay, so it's versus 6. Okay. Is it a D6? Sorry, I got confused then.
I don't. We might as well do it one at a time because there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I have the best chance first at beating the trap, so
Okay, off you go.
let me go
Oh,
first.
it's just a check. Okay.
Yeah.
Pep, you're gonna bless yourself, right?
Yep.
Bless yourself before you pep yourself.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I like
I like
Dexterity.
the silence
tools?
after that joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was.
I'll edit that out
It
later on.
was funny
Dexterity,
last time.
acrobatics, or disable.
Is it? It is disable, isn't it?
It's
You don't
dexterity,
have to
acrobatics,
disable.
or disable. You don't have acrobatics or disable, so
I don't have disable, but I can always do it anyway, just as a D4.
well, you can do dexterity.
No, I know, but I have my thieves' tools, and so I
Oh.
could do a D8 plus a D4 for the disable check.
Oh, nice.
Plus,
On
I
your
can recharge
disable.
to an extra D8, so I can do 2D8 plus a D4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I like how
Which
Pep
is-
understands. It's super helpful.
Yeah, I hadn't realised you had thieves' tools in hand. That's very cool.
So this should be enough. I probably don't even need a bless.
Even Tyler's like,
should I-
use the thieves' tools.
With
But Pep,
two
I
exclamation
can't, I
marks.
can't use your blessing, can I? Because I've got a blessing. So...
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I'll bless anyway. Although all I'm doing with the blessing is adding an extra D4, I think, because it's of the. I think it's the stat. I don't think I can add the dice from the other thing.
Yeah, I think so.
The question is, if you don't bless, what else are you going to do with it?
Nothing. That's
Yeah.
it.
So it's 2d4 plus 2d8.
That's super enough.
Done. Location is
Yes.
guarded.
Okay,
Right.
so now all I have to do is defeat this villain.
And we
Time to
win.
Okay, I need 12. Before acting, suffer an acid damage. Okay, that's fine. I
Nice.
lose my bomb berries. Oh no. I mean, I could also use my armor, but it doesn't matter at this point, I don't think.
No.
So, I mean, I've got the daggers. I've got both my daggers, which was insanely good luck. But I don't know how much that actually gives me.
No, it doesn't. You can only use one of them.
No, but I can freely recharge one to add a D4.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's freely. Oh, because you can
Yeah.
throw what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So I throw a dagger at him and then attack him with it.
Well,
So
you
I
can throw
go-
two daggers. You can throw both
Yeah,
of them.
So I recharge the armor to activate my ability, which
Yeah.
is my finesse ability. So I use my intelligence knowledge to fight him. So I've got D10 plus 2
Yeah.
for that. I also get a D4 because I'm replacing stealth on the dagger, which is a D4.
Yeah. And then 2 extra d4s for throwing the 2
Yeah.
daggers at him.
Exactly
And then-
right. And then
and
I
then you bless
discard the
yourself.
blessing to add another
Yeah.
D10.
Okay, so it's all of these
Plus
plus 2.
Now there is a downside here that I need to remind everyone of. The
No, Pep, don't
eclipse
do it.
makes your intelligence checks 3 harder, and you switched it to being an intelligence
Oh,
check.
you did.
Right.
Yeah, well
I
spotted.
still think
So you
that
need
is-
15.
I need 15.
Yeah, I still
I-
think you're.
Do it.
I still think this is better than the alternative.
That's the extra 2.
100%.
Okay, so I need 15, or I need the dice to show a value of 13. Everyone ready? And then I'm going to have to re-roll it.
I was born ready.
Okay, here we go. Super exciting time. Dun 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 dun. 19. That's 21.
Okay. But you need to re-roll.
Go. Dun 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 dun. 25.
Oh,
he's dead.
We have won the game.
Have we actually won?
We have actually won. Just like last time.
Down to the last card, like.
it was barely though. We
Actually
really
won. That is possibly the closest game I've ever had of any game ever. That's insane.
Literally the last turn, last time we came up with our weird strategy.
Well, no, I've had games won on the last card of the last turn before, but it was that 50-50. It was all of that thought process that we went through and the 50-50 chance of even being in this position.
Yeah.
I can't. Have we definitely done it? Oh no! There's something we missed.
Tyler.
There's something we missed.
Uh-oh.
Mike, after acting,
Tyler says we won.
suffer 1 acid damage.
Oh, I don't have any cards.
Take the damage.
Okay, there you go. Fine, we won.
Mike's dead.
Huzzah!
So cool.
What's our
Wow.
reward?
Wow. Well, first of all, I get to read
Cakes for everyone.
Jaffa cakes for everybody. Right, development. Here we go. We go, says Nighttail. Yes, we go now. We go. In lockstep, the kobolds get ready to leave. The Bloodvow kobolds are headed for a new home under the glib leadership of the swamp dragon leader Nighttail and her astonishingly convincing pet Allosaurus, Hack. Once Hack showed his peculiar method of playing with the deposed Chief Roghaz, everyone else got in line pronto. The swamp dragon's old lair is about to get some new denizens. This may not be the solution everyone expected, but it'll do for now. Meanwhile, you have a new problem. The dragon Ateparax is supposed to have been dead for centuries. Roghaz made it clear that he wasn't worshipping a dead dragon. He believed he was dealing with the real thing. If the Belhamites think they've solved their problems by chasing away some dragon-headed humanoids, they might have a new dragon-headed problem tomorrow. The reward is each character gets 1 hero point, and a character gets the loot ally riding Allosaurus. So one of us gets an extra pet, and we all get 1 hero point that we will spend before the next one. So there we go. Scenario 1B has been completed with a success. Next time, we will be doing scenario 1C, which is the final scenario from Adventure 1. After that, we then progress to Adventure 2, where we are going to basically add new cards in to all of these things over here. We will be adding in the level 2 cards, which means we'll be finding better and better items, but we'll also be fighting tougher monsters. Whew. Well, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
I had good time. Thanks for hosting this, Paul.
Fantastic. Hey, do you know what I think we should do, Paul? Before we all close out the session, why don't we take a look at this riding Allosaurus and assign it? I think that's a nice way to tie up our victory.
Where is the riding Allosaurus? That is the question. It's
if anyone,
I think it might be in here. I've forgotten where stuff is. I mean, that says a level 1 vault, but I don't think it's level 1 cards. Maybe it is. Yeah, so that's the new level 1 vault. Where are the level 2 cards? Are they in here? Yes, I think they're in here. Level 2 cards.
Level 2 cards, core bag, Tyler says.
There you go. It's the top one. It's the top card.
Of course, Tyler can tell us.
There is the riding Allosaurus. He's on screen now.
This is an ally. It's an animal. Don't you get bonuses for animals, Paul?
I do. I
think you should have this because you're terrible
Give it
at
to
dice.
Paul.
It does make sense. So this is an ally. It's a level 2 card, which means normally you would have to, if you somehow found this card in an adventure, because we are currently in Adventure 1, we would have to lose it at the end of the adventure. You could not keep it. But because it has the loot word, that allows you to basically keep things that are level higher than what you are. But yeah, I'm more than happy to that, because that will boost my combat checks. It won't stop me from rolling 1s, unfortunately. So I'm going to go on a course. I've booked myself onto a training course on how to not roll 1s.
One of those average dice we do.
I need an average
Chris
dice,
Britton
definitely.
on my channel runs a How to Roll Better course. You can
Okay.
get you a free subscription.
We'll do that.
Free lessons.
Right. Okay. So yes, thank you very much to everybody for watching in the chat. Obviously, it's been enjoyable playing, but having people in the chat watching along with us has been good. We will be back with adventure number 3. I don't know when. We'll talk about it offline, but probably in a couple of weeks' time. We'll see what time we can all fit in. But I'll be advertising it on my Patreon page and various other things. So yeah, speaking of the Patreon, this is not a sponsored video. I've basically taken a few hours off from my paid work this afternoon in order to do this. It's only possible through the support of my Patreon campaign. So if you like the content that I make and you want to help help me produce more content, please consider supporting me over at patreon.com/gaming rules. Other than that, yeah, just to let you know what's coming on the channel soon if you're interested. Tomorrow I will be doing probably a live unboxing of Vindication because that arrived this week. Tomorrow night I'm doing a playthrough of Macau, the old Stefan Feld game, because there may be a new version coming soon. Not saying there is, not saying there isn't, but there may be. And then over the weekend I've got loads of live streaming this weekend because it's another virtual convention that I'm attending. So I'm doing live streams of Under Falling Skies, some Codenames games, 2 games of Vindication that I've got planned. Dragonfire, the card game, which is in a box over there. I'm doing one of my... Paul takes the game out of the box and learns how to play it live on camera and then plays through it. So that's happening. And there's one other game that I'm playing as well that I can't remember what it is. But anyway, loads of live streaming coming up on the channel this weekend. What have you guys got planned over the next few days? Anything exciting?
I'm going to be doing a Cowbot Bebop review for the weekend for the,
Okay.
the Space 788 card game. But apart from that, I've generally just all baby stuff in it.
That's the thing. You're a new dad, aren't you?
Yeah, it's my second one, so I got to look after 2 of them.
Right. Okay. And how old is the first one?
He's 5.
Okay, so you got 1 5 and 1 newborn.
Yeah. So
you just started to catch up on the sleep.
yeah, just about now was the first time I slept for 4 hours last night. So
Right. Okay. Mike, what have you got planned on your channel?
So I've got, I've been doing a lot of live streaming actually, particularly while we're sort of in quarantine. So if you guys don't know Ready City Play, be sure to come over and check out my channel where I'm doing live streaming of games as well. I think on Saturday I'm going to be doing co-op or solo mode of The Edge Dawnfall. So
Okay.
if that's a big Kickstarter that you haven't approached yet, but you've got a copy sitting on your... This is a good opportunity to learn some of the stuff with me because my Patreons asked me to do that. And
Right.
now I have to.
Yes.
But
no choice.
yeah, so but we're doing live streams all the time as well. So if you're into this kind of content and you want to see more of it, then do also come check out Ready Steady Play.
Yeah. Yeah. Pep, have you got anything planned?
We've got so I've got The Edge Dawnfall on Saturday, and I've got we're going to do a live game of Half Truths with some of the guys on Tuesday
right.
evening. So if you
That
haven't
sounds
checked
like
out,
a party social deduction game.
yeah, it's actually Richard Garfield and
Okay.
Ken Jennings, who's
Interesting.
like the all-time Jeopardy champion or something. And it's sort of like a hedge your bets. It's almost like poker but with trivia.
Okay.
Because it had
it's
to be
really-
cards.
Yeah, it's chips actually. You sort of bet on how many answers you can get right, you know. So you're sort of rewarded if you know them all, but if you get anything wrong, then you get nothing. So it's quite fun actually, and I
Okay.
think it'll make for a fun live stream where we all kind of banter and
Definitely.
get things wrong. You can find out what kind of moron I really am.
Definitely. And Pep, have you got anything planned over the next week or so?
Oh, you're all so much more exciting than me. I don't actually have anything like board game channel wise planned, but Sunday is Ghastly Community Day in Pokemon Go, so I'm gonna.
So what does that involve then?
It's just like normally there's lots of random Pokemon spawning everywhere, but on the community days it's just all Ghastly and they're boosted, so they're just everywhere, and like the shiny is released of it and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
So
Niantic's
Pokemon
done
Go.
a really good job. Yeah, Niantic's done a good job with Pokemon Go during the pandemic, where they've changed everything so you can play at home.
Right.
So
Yeah, I
normally
like
you'd have
that.
to like go out, but they've made it so you can do raids remotely now, and you can catch Pokemon like the incense or crazy boosted, so you can play at home, and yeah, it's really neat.
Right. It's
They
nice
can
that
be
they
together.
have adapted because obviously something like Pokemon Go would have suffered a lot with the pandemic when people aren't allowed out of their house really. So
Oh yeah, like everything has been adapting. The board game community has adapted to the whole thing, which has been really good.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
Like, I mean,
well,
we're doing this right now, so it's good.
We are. And this is one of those things that I've said many a time. If the pandemic hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have had time to look into doing things like this, so it wouldn't have been something that I considered doing. The pandemic has made us look into doing things like this, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait a minute, I can play games with people who I wouldn't normally be able to play against, and that's been really cool. So, yeah, thank you very much to everybody for joining me in the game. Thank you very much to everybody for joining me in the chat, and we will see you all next time. Thanks all.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.